get this.
Uh,
Good evening, afternoon, whatever day of the week it is. It really is immaterial at this point. You're watching DigitalWheaties.com. Digital Wheaties is kind of like it's turning into something that's really cool. We're coming together live a couple times a week. We record these things, but we're not going to make them available to anybody for replay until we conclude the series of Digital Wheaties. So if you're here live, you're going to get some cool stuff. And for the rest of you guys, if you're not here live, oh well, because you won't even see this part, right? We're going to chop this out, the stuff I'm saying right now. But there we go. That's it. This is Victor Grant. He is, I guess, you're like the chief technology officer of View Economy. Can I give you that title? No one else knows, but you are the chief
well, I would like, yeah. If Peter says so, then I would be happy to take on that role.
Well, whether he says so or not, you're doing it. What?
If I become chief technology officer, that would make me also the head of sales in the technology sector. Because I was a chief technology officer, and you know what we did? Our job was to sell other techies why our technology is good, they should buy it, license it, partner with us, or invest in us. So basically, it's a sales position. You're also managing teams of people, and you have to know what you're doing, but you're really doing it from the realm of acting as the bridge. You're the guy that comes in at the end of the PowerPoint, that comes in at the end of the spreadsheets and basically says, okay, do you have any questions about the actual stuff that we're selling here? the real deep down what it actually is, not what the marketing guys are saying it is. And so that was my job. Thank you. Mr. Hatman. That's my new brand right now, Mr. Hatman. So Joe.
Yes.
We have been crushing it. I want to hear from the audience though. How are you guys doing this morning? How are y'all doing out there?
Chat is open. Jeff says
chat
nice
is open. I can see it. I've got a really ninja. Let me give you some objectives of what I'm going to cover today. Okay, an Uber Ninja deck for you today. Topics covered: conversions, Facebook pixels, ROI, and I'll show you an actual campaign that produced a 900% ROI following the exact 3 steps I'm teaching you today. And I was completely blown away because I hit 10,000 likes on my personal page, and then I did one little thing, and I saw it go from 10,000 to 11,000 like that. And I was like, whoa, what the heck happened? I'm going to show you what that is and how you can do it once you get to that place. Now, I recognize that this is a journey, and we have some good results with your videos. Your videos, Joe, actually, since we posted them, are converting a lot better than your still images, as we expected. You look like a ninja. I love that. But let's put the wire behind you. I like seeing you there. Do you have your kimono?
I do have a kimono, but I'm not wearing it. What I'm wearing, this is actually scrubs. I bought, like hospital scrubs. Yeah. It's got some pockets. Because, like I get up in the morning, I go to work. Somebody says, you should do everything on Zoom, dude. I do these 3 radio shows in the morning. I'm like, seriously? You don't know what I look like at 5:30 in the morning, right? I look like I just went, 10 rounds with Muhammad Ali. I'm all like, I look like a Shar-Pei. Those Chinese Shar-Peis. Oh. But I'm doing good. I'll show you my kimono one day. As a matter of fact, my girlfriend, she lived in Japan as a teacher. She was teaching English. And it's not really a kimono. Kimonos are worn by females, okay? The man version of a kimono is something different. One day we'll have that discussion. But, I'm really, right now, Brandon.
I'm looking at the chat, and people say, still confused, trying to get up to speed and set up to make money. Could you recount the 2 marshmallow story for a second here?
Me?
Yeah.
Or Brandon?
Well, to Brandon. I don't know if Brandon knows the 2 marshmallows.
Well, maybe he does. Brandon, if you know the 2 marshmallows, raise your hand, and we'll bring you out here. And if you don't know the 2 marshmallow story,
I'm going to bring up that slide.
Right. Terry Smith has his hand in the air. Okay, Brandon doesn't have his hand in the air. Okay, the 2 marshmallow story is the guy goes, there's a campfire, right? Campfire's taking place. And the guy who's running the campfire, he gives everybody a marshmallow. He gives everybody
Okay. See that right there?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. He gives everybody a marshmallow, and he says, "Stand by. If you'll just be patient, I'm going to give you another marshmallow. Hang around, and I'm going to give you a second marshmallow."
If you can wait for 15 minutes.
Okay. If you can wait for 15 minutes. Thank you for that
Right.
that specificity. And so, as the 15 minutes go by, some people just eat the marshmallow. They just eat it. And then the other people who don't, they get a second marshmallow, and now they have more. And when they did the research, they they started peeling back the layers of the onion. They found out that the people who ate the marshmallow, by and large, have ants in the pants. They can't wait for stuff. They have a tendency to just, pull the trigger too quickly. And the others who waited, by waiting and learning more, they had the benefit of 2 marshmallows. And those individuals are kind of like who shows up here every single day.
Exactly. And I would go so far as to say is that unless you're willing to have the 2 marshmallow mindset, I personally will not work with you. Some of my staff might, but I won't until you change that mindset. Because it's a waste of my time and yours, because the internet doesn't work that way anymore. It worked that way 15, 20 years ago. I can tell you a story. One time I was working for Eric Trump. You've heard of Eric Trump? Donald's related to the Trump family.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Well, I was actually working for an agency in New York, and their client was Eric Trump, and then they basically hired us to do an email campaign for a charity. It was for the let me stop my share here right now. It was for charity. It was for St. Jude Children's Hospital. It was a golf tournament, and it was the kickoff of the Eric Trump Foundation. And I worked directly with the VP of Marketing for Trump International, and we created an email campaign together. And I believe that one email raised around $200,000 from a single email. Quality of the list, quality of the offer. Tiger Woods played, as a bunch of other people did. All the money went to charity. One email, okay? You can do that 10, 15 years ago. It doesn't work anymore. Just doesn't work anymore. So give up on that, crazy idea. But there are things that do work, and I'm going to show you some of those things today. So I'm just saying is that the world has changed. We've got to keep up with the way things are right now. So trying to get up to speed and to make money, you got to think of it as a game. When you sit down and you're playing a game of Monopoly, okay, do you want to necessarily book a strategic appointment with a key client 90 minutes later? No, because you might be playing for 2 or 3 hours. Everyone's pace is going to be different. Everyone's learning curve is going to be different. So I know I've been teaching you guys advanced stuff, but that's the reason. There's a reason for it, and the reason for it is that I want to make it seem so simple that when you actually sit down to do the beginner stuff, because you learn the advanced stuff, the beginner stuff is so much easier. And the irony is the beginner stuff is actually harder to do than the advanced stuff. The advanced stuff is just tactics and execution. Simple. Once you do it once, you can do it 1,000 times. I've done it thousands of times. That's why I can do it in 5 minutes. I'm going to show you a couple of videos here.
Listen, I want to quickly, a question just came in the Q&A. It's not in the chat. And I think that this is a relevant question to ask right now.
What?
Anonymous attendee, they prefer to remain anonymous. They said this: where on my UEconomy site can I locate sales funnel to place on my Facebook? Or is it too soon to do that? What may I place in my Facebook now? Okay.
Well, let's address that question right now.
Mm-hmm. Is it too soon?
Well, it depends if the back office is open.
It is. I checked it this morning.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, then I'm just going to share my screen here.
Should somebody put a sales funnel though on their Facebook page so soon? I mean, isn't the whole idea is you establish some trust and some rapport, and you've put 10,000 likes on your Mr. Hatman.
Right.
And so when will you begin actually offering, something that converts into money for you? When do you take those 2,000?
I actually did it today. I did it today, but I did it direct to offer because someone asked for it. They said, where can I download the game? And so I put an Amazon link up there. It's socially acceptable to do. All right. So, but if you go here to log into UEconomy, there's a big red box that says my referral links.
You want to share that?
All your links are right here. capture page.
You want to share it?
Oh, am I not sharing?
No.
Okay. Sorry about that. Pay attention. The longer you delay sharing that referral link, the more money you'll make. Just the way it is. So if you want to share the referral link right now, you're welcome to. You go to UEconomy, log in, click on that red button, and they're right in here. Capture page link, capture page link, capture page link. Use these three. This one, save that for later. But if you're just getting started, just go with the first, with Lead Toolbox. That's capture page number 3, Lead Toolbox. Okay? It looks like this. Calling all business owners, finally a turnkey system that actually works. Find out why they joined the revolution.
And anonymous, whoever you are, that is coded to you. When you go into your back office, that link will be coded directly to you. So when people begin opting in, they're going to go into your database. It's already pre-coded, which is a cool thing.
If you want to target, see, the thing is that you want to send people, you want to have people asking, begging you for the link. You don't want to say, here's my link. Can you explain the psychology of that, Joe? Why that's so?
People wanting the link rather than pushing the link?
Yeah.
Well, it has to do with the pull and push. It has to do with the whole psychology that you went into a little bit last night. You know, people, they immediately, when you start pushing stuff, I can speak for myself. My defense mechanisms go up more than ever, especially now in this new modern age of everybody's always trying to sell me something. Okay, they're always trying, and it's going to get worse. Okay, it's going to get worse. Coming up into September, this is low-hanging fruit. This is busy season. I personally know people. I know people in our industry who are right now feverishly working on new offers. And so in September, it is just going to be like, it's a barrage. It's, you know, it's an insult actually.
Yeah.
And so when people are pushing that stuff, I have a tendency to just revolt. I don't really care how good it is because I'm just like, enough already, as opposed to when I'm engaged with somebody and I'm developing that rapport, I want, they come at me in such a way that it develops my curiosity. You know, it puts me in a position that I would like the information. And so I'm reaching out to them, and that's a way better lead.
And what happens if you push your stuff on people, but you're not actually asking them to take any kind of action? And you're not asking them to opt into your list. You're not asking them to give you money. What happens?
Well, they become much more, you know, they begin trusting you. Okay, they see value in you. They see that there's something tangible is happening, that you're a real person and not just give me money, give me money, give me money, which is commission breath. You have commission breath, you're chasing for money.
Exactly.
Okay, but when there's a whole nother psychology happens, we're friends. I'm buying something from a friend. I'm eager to see what they have because they're concerned with more than just getting some money from me, right? They're adding value. Sometimes we create personal conversations with people, and it changes the playing field, changes the whole thing. And this is why I was asking you, like, and I shot a couple videos yesterday. We'll get into that. Victor said, you know what, your page sucks. Although it wasn't the word suck, but you said, dude, we got to do something here. I need a couple videos from you. Yeah. You said they've only got to be a minute long. And so I shot 2 videos. It was a minute long, no script, sitting right here at my desk. And you said that it's changed the whole
Let me show you the numbers.
Okay.
Let's see if I can go in here.
And so that's like push and pull, right? Suddenly I added some value. I think in one of the videos I said, hey, I had a death in the family. I'm going to go to Chicago. I just want you to take the time and just reach out. Tell somebody that they're important to you. Tell somebody. And that simple 90 seconds is what you're saying. That 90 seconds has changed the playing field for me.
Are you seeing your numbers here?
No, I haven't. I haven't. I was waiting till this morning.
Are you seeing the scroll? Are you seeing my screen still?
I am. Mm-hmm.
Okay, is everyone else in the audience seeing the screen? Okay, I'm going to bring up the pen. All right. This right here, come on. The pen's not working. So I'm just gonna use the laser pointer. Can you see my laser pointer there, Joe?
Yes, I can.
Okay, this is what you were doing without intervention. You were spending 6 cents per lift, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you ended up spending $124. This is what most people do. Remember I said that, you know, it's one of these things, you want to establish an epic fail as quickly as possible in this industry and then recover from it, okay? And so that's kind of an epic fail. We started a campaign. We did what most people did. We sort of just threw up 3 pictures and didn't really look at it, right? You were busy. I was busy. I didn't really have time to go on your account. In fact, I couldn't go on your account because we hadn't shared it until you shared it with me.
Mm-hmm.
But look what happens as soon as we now put a video up there, okay? People are connecting with you. Your relevance score went from 2s and 3s to 7, okay? And Facebook relevance is how good is your content relative to the audience that you're trying to reach. And guess what? If your relevance is so bad, Facebook's just going to charge you a lot of money because they're showing your ad and no one interested. No, sorry, they're not interested. In fact, some of them are hitting thumbs down, right? But look what happens when we put the video in there and you spoke from the heart, and your second video actually did slightly better than your first. But look at the difference. 0.06, 6 cents per lift. Video 0.003. Someone want to run the numbers on what that is?
Anybody math inclined, numbers inclined is big though, right?
20 times better. 20 times better.
Well, the first video I shot was just an introduction to the page, which was
no. These were still images. Remember, you just had your picture of your portrait, and then we used some stock photos.
Right, I remember. We picked them on the.
This is your portrait, which did work the best, but these right here were the stock photos, and they did better than your portrait. People to look at your portrait that you use on your fan page, they're not engaged with that portrait. Now, is that valuable to know as a branding person?
Yeah.
So look, compared to this, you're just being present and you're real and you're just talking to people. Relevance score of 7. Okay? On average, they watched 11 to 13 seconds of your video. This one, which was your shorter one, where you were basically addressing them as an audience, they watched 30% of your video. And when did we do this? Yesterday?
Yeah, we did it within a 5-minute time frame. The videos were 90 seconds long.
Okay.
As long as I just changed my shirt, and the time it took me to change my shirt because I want to, right?
And look at that. It took you 10 days to get 28,000 people with your portrait, and it cost you $124. We changed it to a video, and we reached 22,000 people in 24 hours, and you only spent $6.
Whoa.
Now, do you understand why I'm trying to teach you numbskulls this method? And if anyone says I want to make money, I am kicking you out of this class. You get it? I'm really
I want to learn.
kind of at my wit's end here. All right? Do you understand the value? If you don't understand the value, this is not for you. If you want to spend $124 and get nowhere, then go to every other Facebook training. I just signed up for one today. The guy said absolutely nothing. He gave no value. He wanted $1,000 for me to be a part of his 10-week mastermind where there are going to be a whole bunch of other people that are making no money, and we're all going to support each other. You know what? Go to frickin' Toastmasters, you know, if you need emotional support. At least you'll learn how to be a better speaker. All right. Sorry I'm being tough on you guys right now, but I actually would like some people to drop off this webinar and not come back. Okay?
Terry Smith says, how do you spell numbskull?
And I want you doing the assignments. I want you doing the work. Otherwise, why are we wasting our time here? All right. Rant over.
Tough is good. Iron fist in a velvet glove.
All right, so let's go back to more successes. Look at how many people you reached in the last, 56,000 people, and most of those people came in just because we put up a video.
So Okay, I'll shut up. I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah. Okay. Now, because you put this Tony Robbins post in here, you got the post engagement. Post engagements means people are engaging with your posts. Now, if you're not posting anything, but you're running advertising, do you see how that's also kind of a waste of time and money?
Mm-hmm.
So we now have how many people on your team that are posting?
Oh, we have a lot of people on when we opened it up on Wednesday and invited people to come in. I don't have that.
How many of those people actually made posts?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have to do a little research.
I don't see anyone make a post. So what you want to be doing is having one post per person per day. And if you have 8 people on your team, you're going to hit that sweet spot that Facebook looks for, which is 8 posts per day. I'm going to give you some numbers. Okay, this comes from the agency world. It's just what's so. When you hire us for $5,000 a month, this is the kind of stuff you're going to get. It does actually. It's one of my competitors that does the same thing. Guess all they do for $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Okay, they write 8 posts a day. They send out 1 tweet every 30 minutes. Okay, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and then they do Instagram and other types of content on your site. That's what you can expect from an agency that's going to do social media marketing for you, and it's going to cost you anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Someone we all know, who is the host of one of the the Thursday night shows. I was part of a campaign where I witnessed it. He was spending $10,000 a month on social media through this firm, and that's all they did. And it, yeah, it works, but unless you want to spend $10,000 a month on social media through an agency, you might want to learn some of the things I'm teaching you here. And they didn't do nearly these type of results that we're getting here right now. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. And so I would urge if we're going to do this in a cooperative fashion, okay, and I'm not suggesting, I'm just saying that, a lot of people were excited on Wednesday and they opted in and they want to become involved. And if not one person has actually taken initiative to do it, then what's the point? This is that reciprocal thing where if we're going to work together, I'll post on you. If any of you guys are going into a new campaign here, you can count on me to post once a day. I'll give you a post every single day.
Yeah.
It might be, and when you're doing a post, it could be some language. Could it be a link to like a Tony Robbins video, or it's just a comment on something else they're doing?
Something that is going to engage grown-ups, something that is going to speak to the needs of the people, something that gives them value,
Okay, I got it. So anybody who opted in, you know who you are. I'm not even going to look at the page to see who you are.
Right. Well, So let me give you, success leaves clues, okay? Facebook also leaves clues, okay? You notice this? It says learn more. There's a button right here. Facebook typically is very smart. Most people ignore this because they're conditioned to ignore ads because of their indoctrination. I'm asking you to take that off for a moment. Take that mindset off for a moment and look at the right side. 12,000 video views this week, 56,000 post reach, 313 post engagement. Look at these numbers, okay? Look at the About Us page, a safe place for boomers to stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, if your content isn't reflecting the about, okay, you can also, you see it says add website? That would be an information. You could put your UEconomy capture page there, but it would be more effective if you actually gave people something of more value, like a blog or a website or something about you, or a fan group about networking for grown-ups, and then you delay that opt-in a little bit later. The people that I know that are the most successful marketers in the industry, they delay that opt-in as long as possible. Why? Because everyone's pushing the opt-in as quickly as possible. And they're the ones that basically make all the money. Have you noticed that on 98% of the money goes to 2% of the people in a company? You wonder why that is? Well, that's because they're doing this, okay? The other thing is Facebook gives you clues. They say no friends who might like your page, ignore that. But go to the next one, how to create effective posts. Short, visual posts created for the right audience are more successful. How many of you have actually gone, let me hear from the audience, have gone to the page tips and clicked on the tip that Facebook is giving you? Now, if I was Facebook and I wanted to see and make a decision whether I'm going to show your content or Eric Worre's content, what do you think I would do? Would I show Eric Worre or would I show you? If you're not engaged, you're not interacting, you're not reading, you're not paying attention, you're not responding, you're not posting. Okay. Now, this does decline when you hire like an agency. A lot of agencies here in San Francisco work with football and baseball teams and sports. It does decline when you have some, some Asian girl, and I don't mean to be racist here, but most of them are, sitting in a bar writing about basketball when she has no relationship. She's 20-something years old and she doesn't even really know about basketball. It's not even her demographic. It's just a job. They're not interested. They're just doing it because that's their job. And they're really good at the tactics, but their heart isn't in it. Okay? Your heart has to be in it. So how to create effective posts? Guess what? It's sitting right there 9 times out of 10 on your Facebook page. And guess what happens when you click that link? Facebook logs, oh my goodness, they actually care. They read how to create effective posts and they want to be more engaged with Facebook. So what do? They increase your engagement.
If I could jump in here, I want to just comment that this is my natural, how I repel the push. To me, that feels like push. That's a push. And I'm like, really? Facebook wants to sell me some more stuff. Instinctively.
They're not selling you. There's nothing to buy.
I understand that, but I never found that out. I never got beyond the resistance because my perception is they're trying to sell me stuff. That's why I don't normally click links anymore, because everything is a come on, everything is a sales pitch.
Right.
And this is what you're talking about. This validates your point about push pull. And so now, thank you, because now I understand there's real value in there. Because
they trust people somehow have a sense of trust if they go to Google, but they don't have a trust if they go to Facebook. Switch it around.
If I can just make a comment to who's ever watching right now about the seriousness of this. We're all in U economy by and large. U economy is in pre-launch, and there's always going to be, attrition. And we have the people who they want to make money now. They've waited too long. They're hanging on by the skin of their teeth. They got to pay a bill. A lot of people get here, and that's the condition they find themselves in. But I got to tell you, when I learned this, and I'm a student, I'm going to follow through and begin doing my own posts. And thank you for taking the time with me, Victor. But I want to tell everybody that when we understand and really, really implement this stuff, like all the people who said they wanted to post and we put them in, made them admin or what, they're not admin, but they have freedom to post. None of them have. No one's posted. So how serious are you really about learning this stuff? And so I have to really ask you, because if we take it seriously, we will make a killing. I don't like to use that word, but if we've got the proper database, like I'm looking at people, and I say this all the time, my avatar are people that are making a couple $100,000 a year. Okay, so if that's who's opting in, the whole I don't have any money excuse, I'm sorry. Somebody once said to me, you're either making $25,000 a month or $25,000 a year. And, at the end of the year, you're still broke. But at the $25,000 a month, you have nicer toys. So, but I want people who have resources, and that's my avatar. So my point is that U economy really has this material, what we're watching right now. This is the real value in U economy, learning how to do this stuff. And what is this really worth? Like we've been spending, 3 hours a day. We're having fun. There's a lot of crosstalk.
Well, this is where the rubber is going to hit the road today, because I'm going to shake you up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, when all this is condensed, this is a course that will be ultra valuable to somebody who is serious.
Well, we're thinking of putting it inside of U brand. And
okay, so
how many people say that you would at least pay $6,000 for the value you've gotten over the last 10 hours?
I will say that with all honesty, because I've been on Facebook since it began, and I was absolute, and I'm still clueless. I'm starting to figure it out though.
So we're going to edit these together, put it together. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. And then I'm also recording. You know, the thing is these webinars are fine, but we want to get like a couple of sound bites, just a couple of sound bites. And then maybe in the U Live section, you know, the top tier, you'll actually get to see the unedited, you know, replays with all the bloopers and everything like that. But you want to value that, right? And I've also noticed that if I go and I do a screen share video and then I do a voiceover afterwards, it just clips along better. It just paces better, and I'm more natural actually than if I'm doing simultaneous. So that's just a tip I shared with everyone yesterday. Is if you're doing these screen share videos, my highly recommendation is teach the thing, okay, that you want to teach, capture your screen, but then go back in there and delete all those little spaces and then play it back for yourself and then record a voiceover. You'll turn like a 10-minute training into 2 or 3 minutes, and people will appreciate it. So that's what we're going to do with these. We're going to turn these around into tactical trainings. I just want to get some sound bites and get you guys caught up to speed, okay? All right?
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm getting ready, I'm going to do the countdown again because we've sort of done the catch-up phase right now. I actually would like to complete this. Do you have another 11 p.m. Appointment?
No, we can go. You mean AM? 11 p.m.
Yeah,
no, AM.
yeah, 11,
no,
yeah. I don't even know what time of day it is. You know.
Yes, it's 10:35 right now Pacific Standard Time. So
yes,
I'm open. We can
You're
go.
open.
Yeah,
okay.
We go to noon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hear from the audience. What's your single greatest challenge that you guys are having? And I'm going to try to address that by the end. Okay. So just write in the chat, what's your greatest challenge? Tech challenges, turning followers into online members. This was from last week. We had some things come in yesterday, but choose one thing that you really want to have covered. Okay, so if you're technologically challenged, I'm just going to say, book some time with my team and let us just help you. Okay. Because chances are that's going to be a better use of your time and your money than if you actually go in there. So I'm just going to go and put that link. Actually, why don't I do that right now? Okay, I'm going to show you where to go. Who wants some free stuff? Tons of free stuff. Okay. Pop on over to our website, Digital Engagement Group. I practice what I preach, okay? See this thing? It says marketing ROI, okay? I believe we do have a funnel. Let me see if we do it. We do have a funnel that we run ads to. Let me see if I can remember it. It's optin.digitalengagementgroup.com. Nope. That's not it. I have to remember what the URL is. We had an interesting little capture page there for a while. But anyway, this is the page. I'm going to put the link in here. Okay? You want to opt in here and you want to download the PDF. Okay? I'll give you guys some very tactical, simple instructions. Okay? Then you're going to get an email, and the email is going to lead you to this page. It's called Digital Engagement Group, called Introduction. Then the email is also going to give you a password. And inside the email, you're going to get your password. I'm going to break down for you all the free stuff that we put together. Now, I designed this with Bob, and who Bob is, in case you want to know, Bob is like pretty much the man who invented search engine optimization, edutainment. He's written 5 books. He kind of spearheaded the internet from the agency space. When SEO first got out there, he worked with Sony, eBay, Intel, IBM. Okay, most of you can't afford Bob's time, but we're doing a special thing where we're going to be engaging Bob. If you want, that's available. All you do is click Book Us on this tab and book a time. Now you'll notice from 5 a.m. Pacific time, if I go to Eastern, okay, you see it just changes right in here. From 8 a.m. till 4 p.m., you can book a time slot and speak with our customer engagement manager about your needs. And then he'll write up a memo, send it to me, and then we'll book a time if it's appropriate for us to have a one-on-one conversation. So that's how we're doing, because we're kind of like getting full. So more free stuff. Once you get into this page, there is a 17-minute video right here. Not sure why the picture is not showing it.
You're not screen sharing, my friend. We're looking at you. We don't see your screen.
Oh, okay. Let me start over.
Okay. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned it because as you were speaking, I'm going to the link and I'm following along in real time.
Okay, well that worked. Okay, so here we are, screen share. So you go over here, you click on marketing ROI, put your name and email in here and submit. That's going to send you over to an email. You click the button inside the email. Then that's going to send you over here, and there's a video, 17 minutes long. And this is pretty much the presentation that I gave in New York for UEconomy, although it's given by my partner Bob himself. It goes into the birth of SEO. It goes into marketing. It explains all the basic foundation that's there. Over here, you can buy the landmark book from Amazon. And I recommend you go and buy the book. You can buy it on Kindle for $13.99 and read it, okay? This right here is the 2017 edition that I am writing, okay? I have written this book. What happened is Bob gave me the manuscript of this book, and we are rewriting it with case studies from the current era. The book was published in 2008, I believe, so the 10th anniversary edition is coming out next year, and we're actually going to be featuring companies that succeed from our case studies in the new edition of the book. This is the actual book. It goes into targets, opportunities, about Web 2.0. What does digital engagement really mean? When we speak of managing digital engagement in the online space, we don't mean transferring portions of your ad dollars to the web, social media, or marketing. Most of you are already doing that. Chances are most of you might be already quite adept at juggling. It is moving just not your content online, but your entire organization's mission into a global economy that has no borders. That is predicting UEconomy almost 10 years before UEconomy existed. Can you speak to the significance of that, Joe?
Well, yes, I can. It means that we're, with digital engagement, the team there really are visionaries. And I know that's a word that gets bandied about a lot, but you guys are way ahead of the curve. And so I know that the things you're bringing to the table right now, this is like so 2013 for you guys. You're right out there on the bleeding edge. So what it means to me,
2008.
2008. So, but so I'm willing to catch up right now. But what it means to me is to be affiliated with your organization means that we're going to be on the bleeding edge, and we'll catch up to you. You know, if we take it seriously, like again, to my own experience, everybody who said, yeah, I want to opt in, yeah, I want to participate on Joe's page, not one person has posted, not one. And so if you're really going to take it seriously, then you do what you say you're going to do. And you have my commitment to myself first is to catch up. You know, I owned a company that ran out of steam. It was a very, very cool thing. It was unique products. We were traveling the world, and it ran out of gas primarily because I fell behind the curve on this stuff. This is where I missed the boat, and it cost me a lot of stuff as a result of me not paying attention. So you guys are way out there on the front. Right now you're sharing with us stuff that you knew 10 years ago.
Yeah, and this is our slide deck. So you can download that slide deck, and you actually can listen to the audio-visual component of that slide deck right inside of the presentation. All of this is free, okay? So you can invest, you know, $13 in this book. You can download this thing for free, and then this is the most important thing as your next step. A number of people have already done this, but we put a special link in here, which is Bob's new book. That's actually another. Actually, let me put the link in the chat because we just updated the link. I'm gonna have to change these links in here. Okay. I made a typo. Okay. This right here is SEO for Authors. It's Bob's book, special edition, $10. And you can purchase it here, and you also get a special edition of our software to get started with SEO for Authors. And all the stuff I'm going to be teaching you after today is going to be focusing on search triggers. Because what I'm seeing, one of the things that happened was someone who I was with in another company, she spent, I don't know, she went all the way, top tier, went into masterminds, spent $5,000 on her website, $3,000 on advertising, did all this education, did all this learning, but she actually never wrote her first blog post. Didn't even write her first blog post. She got a hold of search triggers. She got engaged with the software. The software said, hey, here's a topic that's dear to your heart. Baby boomers, education, children. Here's the title that we recommend. Here are the keywords. Here are some other articles you can use. And she crafted her very first blog post. And that sort of broke the inertia barrier. From that point forward, she was able to succeed and get her business going. So I'm kind of going to insist on that everyone go ahead and make this $10 investment and purchase Bob's book, SEO for Authors, and understand the SEO, because that's the second part of this equation. Friends, if you can push with Facebook, but you don't ask for the sale on Facebook, you can use SEO and retargeting to cause people to buy from you willingly. Let Google be your salesman. You want to repeat that, Joe?
Yeah, let Google be your salesman? Absolutely. Yeah.
Let Google be your salesman.
Yeah, right. Don't be pushing people. Don't be dropping in offers. I see that all the time, quite frankly. I do work with other groups, and I see people who immediately drop the offer. Immediately. As a matter of fact, not to change the subject, but I was working with a group of people yesterday who were really upset because they're not getting opt-ins, or they're not getting opens on their email. And it turned out they were using a company that you have been mentioning here in the past. I think it's GetResponse is the one who actually they're removing your email. They're not even delivering to your list. Mm-hmm. They're not even delivering to your list, although they're keeping your names in the database because they're billing you based on how many people are in the database.
Right.
And so it's like, that's push. That's a representative. They're pushing people. People are sending email, buy from me, enroll now. There's a webinar coming up, and it's turning people off. It turns me off.
Right.
So this idea of engaging people and then people saying, okay, where do I get more? I want to buy something from you. That's actually reversing the rules of the game. And most people don't understand this, Victor, and you know that. Most people don't get this.
And it's very difficult. And the irony is the more you need money, the less money that people will give you. How many people have noticed that? That when you're really down and out, you're broke, you need a loan from a relative, nobody wants to give you anything. Yeah, have you noticed that? Mm-hmm. But when you're profitable and you're successful and you made a sale and you spoke on stage and everyone rushed to the back of the room and bought all your stuff, you could just go do that again the next day, right? And the next day. And the next day, you can hang out in the lobby, and everyone's just going to be wanting some of your action. And there's a balance to it. We have yin days and we have yang days. That's why I think it's important to have a strategy. So I'm bringing up the slide again on strategy, because your strategy could be, hey, I'm only going to promote and sell, and this is what I do. You can do it whatever you want, but I only promote and sell on campaigns when I'm inspired. If I'm not inspired, I'm not going to turn on my computer. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to maybe talk on teach someone or help someone. Teaching is my number one value, learning and teaching. So you can always get me to teach you something. Fortunately, now I have a team that makes sure that the teaching time goes into billable time. Before I used to just teach, and just teach for hours, and it was like you never get it. So we want to get into strategy, want to get into tactics, okay? Strategy is the big picture view, but the tactics is where it matters. Strategy is the overall objective, and tactics are the specific actions. I'm going to go really quickly here. When you sit down with us at the Digital Engagement Group and you engage with us and you have like a question or you have a problem, you say, how do I get leads to my capture page? How do I convert my sales? We look at it, we first start off with a diagnosis. What's the nature of the challenge that you're having? First thing I will do is look at how much of an authority are you? How big of an authority is your domain in the realm of the internet? I have tools that tell me that in 2 seconds. You could just give me your website address and I could tell everything I need to know about you. And I could also pinpoint exactly why you're not succeeding. A guiding policy for dealing with the challenge. We have that guiding policy. That's the link I gave you before with all the free stuff for the introduction. Go and get that. And also get the ROI scorecard that's also on the page. Then actions designed to carry out the guiding policy. We're going to be covering that in these trainings and also giving you specific actions, when you engage with us that are specific to you and where you're at with your business. Clearly, someone who's used to getting $5,000 sales and generating 2 or 3 of them a day is going to be different than someone who's trying to make 2 $25 sales per day on autopilot using email marketing. They're completely different objectives, completely different actions. So I'm just going to be teaching you principles and showing you results. So we're focusing in on Facebook ads because it's the easiest way to test your creative. And creative is defined as your images, your videos, your text. I showed you earlier, these are the results that we had simply by updating your video. We changed nothing else. The text was fine. Okay? People just wanted to connect with you. They wanted to see this picture. They click play. They connect with you. Is this someone I want to work with? I think we should probably change this picture, Joe, because evidence shows that it's not engaging.
Okay, that's fine. So, what are you thinking? It could be a stock image, right? It could be something that's related to this concept. It doesn't have to be me, correct?
Right. It could be a stock image. It just needs to speak to that audience a little bit more.
Okay.
And then you want to pay attention to Facebook, and you want to pay attention to the tips that they give you. Learn Facebook from Facebook. Okay. Now let's talk about teamwork. Okay. I'm going to show you a 2.5-minute video that's going to introduce the concept of conversions. We're going to be training for the next hour on conversions. But before we do that,
may I interrupt you, please?
Yeah.
Because I've been commenting, I've been kind of like you, I've been beating on people for not posting and not engaging on my page because this is the test, right? It's not that it's my page, it's that I'm the guinea pig. Right. And a couple of people now, Dr. B said, I thought I had posted a like on your page. Karen Kruger says some of us have been posting on Joe's page. Myra thought that she posted, but you said that there are no posts. And people are claiming that they have been at least liking, but that's not a post, right? A thumbs up is not a post?
Thumbs up is not a post, that's a like.
Okay. All right. So,
a post is actually pasting a link to a piece of content that is engaging. Okay. Why don't I go into posting content, and I'll post some content in the next hour. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys stick around for that?
Yeah. Well, why don't we give it a definite? We're gonna go for another 1 hour and 7 minutes. So anybody who has anything going on, if you're going to be there, just be aware of the fact that we are going to go on for at least another 1 hour and 7 minutes, which will be noontime out here on the West Coast. You know what, maybe we take a 3-minute break. If anybody has to grab a coffee, we won't be talking about anything relevant for the next 5 minutes. If anybody needs to just step away, including me or you, Victor, is that good?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a video for 3 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm going to comment about it because I believe that the essence of what I'm going to be teaching you in this next section is contained inside of this video. In the previous slide, we talked about the importance of a team. Okay, I like 4-man teams. Microsoft also has 4-man teams. Inside of this computer game called Ghost Recon Wildlands, you're dropped into the Bolivian jungle, and you team up with either 3 computer-generated assistants, which is what I'm going to be showing you here, or you team up with 3 other live human beings, and the 4 of you go and compete objectives. So this is an objective where we're trying to stop a gasoline convoy. Yesterday when I thought, well, okay, what video could I make that is going to really drive home the point of conversions? Conversions is actually achieving the objective that you set out to do, and focus on mindset, tactics, strategy, and not giving up no matter what, okay? And so I just logged in, I dropped in, I was into a village, and all of a sudden I noticed this truck driving by, and it alerted me, hey, guess what? There's a gasoline convoy. Why don't you go in and intercept it and give the supplies to the rebellion? So this is what happened. This is last night. So I'm driving the vehicle. Now notice the choice of vehicle. I chose not to take a Pinto to a battle. I'm driving an armored SUV that has some armor. Now notice there is some opposition. There is my truck, and I'm trying to run it off the road, but I couldn't do this without my other teammates. Now notice one of the reasons I'm swerving so much is because I'm constantly taking shots. And if they shoot one of my teammates or myself, then it's just going to be really bad. Now you notice I alerted the police. Now the police notices that there is a group of American black operatives driving around attempting to take this truck. Now notice I did run into a tree, and I sometimes have to create my own path. That's like if you have an obstacle, kind of like what you had, Joe, with your Facebook campaign. You know what? We just hit a ditch. We didn't really get much engagement, so we have to try a different strategy. And notice they're still at it. I managed to run one of them off, but now they're behind me. They're still shooting at me. And just trying to run it off the road, I run off the road. Notice I'm not giving up at any time. I'm continuing with my objective. I'm focused, clear. There's no way that I am going to not achieve my objective. I am going to make it, and I'm going to do it without dying. Now you notice here we're going to go into another turn. I jump the curve. I proceed to go in here, and now I finally have gotten the attention of the military. Military announced that they are now going to start sending mortar fire onto my truck. So I better act quickly. Mortar fire is about to begin, but I've succeeded in downing the truck. So I pull off to the side, and I make sure the coast is clear. That's the mortar fire going off in the background. There's a mortar fire showing that there's about to be an explosion. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I am going to tag the truck, mission complete. Okay? That entire exercise was 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Joe, that's the mindset I want you guys to have with your Facebook marketing. You get what I'm saying here?
Yeah, I do. It's going to be a journey, and there's going to be challenges along the way, and we're going to have to constantly make adjustments. But ultimately, if we stay persistent, we're going to get the second marshmallow.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Someone said, yep, do or die. Now, there's a couple things. That entire clip was 2 minutes and 16 seconds from start to finish. That seemed a lot longer, didn't it? You were totally immersed with that experience, right?
Yes.
And it was a little bit fun. It was a little bit fun.
And now I'm going to have this PS4, right? Is that what you're playing there? Is that
Xbox?
PS4? Xbox. I have to get an Xbox. I've never been a gamer, but it looks like
you guys
are having so much fun. Xbox. All right.
Well, with Xbox, you could actually be hanging out like we are in Zoom meetings, but you're inside the game and you all got your headsets on, and the bandwidth is much better than Zoom. The only thing you can't do is screen share, but everything else, it's a great place to connect on Skype or.
Well, I live with Rebecca, and Rebecca has a 17-year-old. He's going to be 18-year-old, and he is like a PS4 dude. He's got the special equipment. He's online, and I know when he's home because I can hear him. screaming, yelling, because he's gaming with a bunch of other dudes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are having
fun. I do the same thing. But now I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool if I took some of these dudes and enrolled them inside of my U-Economy business? Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Because they already have the mental capacity. They're just not applying it into the right arena. Okay. And so if someone is here, remember I said you want to team up with someone, you may not want to be driving that vehicle. You might just want to be, hanging out in the back and coming along for the ride. That's why it's so important to have teams. You may not want to be doing the tactical stuff that I'm doing. You might want to be actually creating the content. You might be the one that actually shoots the video because you're very amiable, very personable. Okay? That's what's so powerful about working with teams. And this is Liz, right? She liked my page. So these are some of the reviews we had. And as you can see, we've now had, this morning I was really happy because I achieved my objective. Remember I told you I was going to get 10,000 likes for under $100? Mm-hmm. I'll show you my numbers. I think I spent $60 to generate the 10,000 likes. However, I did invest about $100 in testing on my creatives. Now, if I didn't spend that money on creatives, I could have achieved it probably for around $100. So it's really a matter of your balance again. If you're willing to spend a little money and throw it away just to figure out, okay, well, which of these pictures or videos is going to work the best for me? One of the things that one of my mentors told me with advertising is you got to treat it like a game. You have to set aside, you know what? This $5,000, I'm just going to spend it on ads, or this $500, I'm going to spend it on ads. And I don't even think about it. Whether I win or lose, it's just a game and I'm going to learn. Okay? Who's willing to take on that challenge of that mindset? Are you willing?
Me, absolutely.
Okay. Now let me show you the results from this, okay? I was shocked because I thought, well, let me practice what I preach, and I noticed I had a notification. And so here's someone that visited my page. They gave me thumbs up, thumbs up. They sent me a sticker. I want to download this game, is what he said. Now, how many of you actually read your inbox on your fan page? Okay. Joe?
I do.
You do? Good. Okay.
I don't really respond to most people, though.
Well, let me show you what I did. Mm-hmm. He says, I want to download this game. So I thought, well, shoot, there's a button that isn't active on the page. I just activated it. Facebook says, activate this button. So I thought, oh gosh, maybe I should activate this button. So I activated this button and I linked to the game. And so here's the game. And then look what happened. Facebook automatically sent out a post with high relevancy. Hatman Marketing added a button to make it easier to play a game.
Now that's a purchase, right? That's a sale. That's money there.
That's money there. I get a commission from Amazon, right? I just put my Amazon link in there to go buy the game. It doesn't matter to me. It's just a game to me anyway because I'm spending $6 or $7. I mean, well, you know, if I get 10 sales from it, I broke even on my spend, but that's not the reason I'm creating this page. But look at this. It went up 1,000 likes, that one little tiny action. Now do you see why I'm telling you to delay your offer as long as possible? If I had 100,000 likes on here and I did that same action, Facebook would have blasted it out to 10 times as many people. Do you understand the wisdom of waiting?
I do. And we have a couple people with their hand in the air. Apparently they want to come out. I mean, you're pressing some buttons here. Dr. B, Terry Smith has had his hands. Let's see what people are thinking. Apparently they don't have there's not enough space in the chat. So Terry Smith, you're going to be coming on this panel so you can actually make a comment or
okay, I'm going to stop the share and let's have some dialogue here.
All right. There we go. Terry Smith. Hello.
Hey there.
Hey, Terry, what's up?
I just want to say that I've kind of followed through on what Victor is talking about, and I'm an example of somebody who is technologically challenged. I think I was born like 30 years too early. And evidence of that is the fact that my kids don't have these challenges. So what I've done is follow through on Victor's direction, and that is I'm just sitting down with him and his people, and letting them handle the technical part of it, and I will learn as I go, but also be able to earn as I learn. So I just wanted to give that that quick testimonial.
Thank you, Terry.
And Terry,
as soon as I produce some results,
okay,
I'll bring them out, and I want to make sure that you see a return on your investment. Everything in my game, everything we do at Digital Engagement Group's all about return on investment. It's like, if you spend $500, you need to be making $500 back, and then you go, wow, I broke even. And then you want to double it, okay? And then you want to triple it. And then you want to find more people like it. It's just that discipline. And that's why it's so useful. I mean, I had really no me time, okay? So in the last week, so just having the ability to jump online and hang out with some friends for 5 minutes and shoot a video like I did, like I showed you a moment ago, that was really great. Because it also showed me that I actually do have some talent, not just in that game, but in the tactics behind the game. Now, one of my mentors, and he's a sponsor in another one of Peter's companies. He's my sponsor in another company that Peter created. And I brought him into this game, and he just gets shot like instantly. I mean, he just puts his head up, boom, he's dead. He can't even survive 2 seconds in there. And it's the same game, it's the same rules, right? Why was I able to survive and actually take down an armored vehicle on extremely advanced difficulty, whereas my friend Robert, he can't even, exit the boat without getting shot. And I think that's the mindset I want to get you guys to understand, is that, and I also realized that with Joe, I'm still trying different things with your campaign, but the things I tried, they worked, right? Do I know why they worked? No, I just had a gut 6th sense feeling about why they worked, and I see the numbers coming back to me, and they work. That's the price, the invaluable price of experience. It's not something that the most I can give you guys in these trainings is to get you started on the journey with the right direction, okay, with the right principles, with the right foundation. That's why I put so much emphasis on this tactics and strategies and stuff like that. Honestly, don't spend any money on these Facebook courses that say, well, get you in for $10,000, for $1,000. I signed up for one of those today. There's really nothing more that you'll learn than if you simply go and place the ads yourself. Be willing to lose a little bit of money. Facebook loves it when you lose money. Okay? They do. However, they love it more when you make money because they know you're going to be consistently spending more with them. I want to show you a friend of mine's, a friend of mine had a, let me see if I can share my screen here.
I'm going to be bringing Dr. B up here. Thank you for that, Terry. Thank you. Really appreciate you coming out.
I'm not going to share my screen. Let's just have some people talk.
All right, we'll just bring out Dr. B, and then that's it. I don't have anybody else in the queue here. Although Anonymous, the person who was looking to find the links in their UEconomy page, Anonymous just said, where can I tactically measure the views on my UEconomy page? I don't know if that's a question for now, but it looks like
that's coming soon. We don't have that ability yet.
Hey, Dr. B, how are you?
We have it for the whole company, but we don't have it for individuals yet. We're adding a login and a tactical system that's going to enable you to monitor your statistics. But that's coming, and that will be available when UEconomy launches. Remember, right now we're in pre-launch. We're testing. We're looking for early adopters. And we're focusing on building people at the brand level and higher. Okay? That's why you guys get the best of both worlds. You come in early, and you get to play around with it. You actually get to steer the direction that we take this ship. I don't know about you, but I shared yesterday about here. Everyone needs to read this book, Extreme Ownership. I'm going to put my Amazon link in so I get $1 commission.
Please do.
Okay.
I call it molding the clay. It's like when in a pre-launch, the clay is still moist.
I want to read from you. I was going to read this yesterday, but there was no time. In order to convince and inspire others to follow and accomplish a mission, a leader must be a true believer in the mission. Even when others doubt and question the amount of risk, asking, is it worth it? The leader must believe in the greater cause. If a leader does not believe, he or she will not take the risks required to overcome the inevitable challenges necessary to win.
Please drop the link to the book.
Yeah.
Please.
This book is, I'll tell you a story about this book. I met a gentleman in Canada, and he actually does jump out of helicopters and skydives, but he does so at night. And he does that before he sits down to write the sales copy for a campaign. He was the -- producer inside of JVZoo, that affiliate thing that Peter shared the other day. He created the #1 product launch. And we became friends through a Skype marketing mastermind that we were part of. We still keep in contact. And he said to one of my clients, I was saying, hey, could you help one of my clients with their conversion funnels? Because this guy's like the king of conversions. He converts, like where I am with traffic, I'm really good with traffic. I understand traffic really well, but I got to confess with you, conversions is my, sales conversion is an area I'm still learning. This guy's the master of that. He's the master of conversions. And he said, Vic, before I work with you or I work with your client, you got to read this book and there's going to be an exam. All right. And I read the book and it completely changed my marketing, changed my conversions, because it's real stories about the Navy SEALs. It's about the mindset that doing what it takes, and all the things that come with it. It's brilliant. So I'm going to share that with you right now. Robert, you're on camera. How can I serve you?
Oh, I had my hand up just because you had asked a question previously, and I just lifted my hand to say, I'm in with you. So I'm learning a lot. This is a complete mind shift for me. And what can I say? It's a lot. It's a lot. So thank you. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome, Dr. B. Dr. B is actual doctor. I always make a point of that because, we have such a broad, base of people.
Let me ask you this, Dr. B.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the principles of extreme ownership is that the leader is responsible for the whole team, even if it wasn't your fault. And I don't know if you do surgery or what, but bottom line is if you're the doctor and you've got 5 or 6 assistants and one of them dropped the scalpel and cut an artery open or something like that, bottom line is it's your responsibility.
Not me. Right. Not me.
Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay. You see how that's of high value as a principle to live by?
Yes.
Now, how many of you, if you apply that principle to your business with your team, okay, think about this. You signed up a person and they gave you $6,000 of money. How many of you are willing to take responsibility that you will do whatever it takes to make sure they make their $6,000 back? Okay? And that they double it. Okay? And think about that. I just want you to get this clear. Because of the way the comp plan works, the first sale passes up.
Second sale passes. First sale pays them. First sale pays them, so they break even on their first sale.
So let's suppose, Joe, you and I just joined U Economy, right? I was hypothetically your sponsor. Okay?
Right.
So I say, hey, Joe, I know quite a bit about Facebook marketing because I learned it in this U brand product. I would love for you to buy uBrand, but I'll tell you what, if you just go with uNetwork for now, I'm going to teach you with what I've learned from this uBrand, and let's get you to double your money. Let's just get you started. If you can go uBrand, that's great. But, start at the top and work their way down, but you want to listen to where people are at. I'm going to go a little bit into how I roll. I'm not saying other people need to roll that way, but this is the way I roll. Now, I'm not successful in network marketing. That's not really my thing. I'm a tactical strategist. I'm really good at generating sales from the internet without ever talking to people. But here's how I would approach uEconomy as your coach. I would say, look, Joe, let's create a campaign together. Let's work on this Facebook page together. And I'm going to put a rotator in there so that until you have your first 2 sales, all of the sales are going to come to you. Okay? I'm going to be working my knowledge of Facebook to help your business get off the ground. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm committed to making that happen. Guess what happens? I spend the money, I create the page, I keep it going, and the first sale gives you your ROI back. The second sale doubles my ROI. I get paid back. But we're working on a campaign together. We're not doing a 3-way call, signing up friends or family. You see how different that is?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if you didn't actually even need to do the sales process? What if you actually said, hey, I've got a team I'm building. Think of it as a boat. We're going to have 8 spots available. As soon as all 8 spots are done, we're all going to pull the trigger together. Okay? That's taking me to the next level. That's how I roll. Before I go in and promote any company, I make sure I have my 8 generals, the people that I'm in the boat with, and we're going to go down this boat together. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. Then you're looking for that team, the team you were talking about earlier today. That's the team.
That's the team.
That everyone working together, everyone benefits from each other's activity.
Yeah, Liz wants to join uEconomy, and I keep saying, no, not yet, not yet. But you're on the team. You're on the team. Let me get a few more people on the team. Let me align with some other teams so I make sure that when you join, we're successful together. You see?
Mm-hmm.
That's the second marshmallow. Yeah, sure, I could have signed up Liz, taken her money 2 months ago, but I didn't.
She asked the question last night on the webinar last night, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep saying, you know what? You're here, you're with it. I want to make sure that you're one of the top leaders in this organization. Just stick around. Let me build your following. Let me build your list. Let me help you find your tribe. Let me help you with your avatar. Let me help you with your funnels. Let me get your thing going first. Let me get your fans going in there so that when you launch, you got 200 people that want to join your business, right? That's the second marshmallow. Okay? It's the delay of the instant gratification for the long-term gain.
And this is a great foundational tool when we learn how to use this strategy and be proficient at this.
And at that point, does it matter if the back office isn't working? Does it matter if the payment system isn't working? Does it matter if there's still stuff under construction? No, because you're not buying the tech. You're buying the access to the people, the knowledge, the leadership, the community, the ability to be mentored by Peter, who is all of our mentor, and he's actually been in the military. He's lived through these things. I only see it from a theoretical and a tactical perspective in the gaming world, but I've actually never gone out in the field. I've gone out in the field at Facebook. So you see where I'm going? It's all about the second marshmallow.
This is great content, by the way. I hope that you edit what you just shared and insert that into the sales funnel and into the. Seriously, dude, it was killer stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I had a conversation with Peter, and I'm going, I don't understand why is everyone up in arms? Oh God, things aren't working when it's still like 6 or 7 weeks before launch. Mm-hmm. The guys that I know that do launches, they plan them 9 months in advance. They start building their lead list 3 months in advance. The heat really starts going about maybe 2 or 3 weeks before the launch. And then the day of the launch, it's kind of like they make a lot of money, but the guys that make the most profit, they add a continuity program to the tail end of it, a mastermind group, or something that's going to cause people to do that continuous flow. All right.
Okay,
How many
all right.
people here have a JVZoo account?
I do, actually. I've never used it, though. Thank you very much, Dr. B. I'm going to put you back down there so we don't
Why don't we go and I'm going to give you guys a link, and I'm going to have you sign up for one of my products. I know JVZoo is a great thing. How many of you would like to promote something of mine and make money doing it while we're waiting? You know, some instant cash. Would you like sort of like Peter was showing? Peter's going to be doing a tactical training on JVZoo. I do tactical trainings on JVZoo, and yeah, okay. So my product is stealth. You notice I'm kind of like a stealth ninja. I don't like, you know. Joe, why don't you share your screen?
What do you want to look at on my screen?
I just want to go to jvzoo.com. I'm going to give you guys, I want you to log in. Okay.
Okay, hold on. All right, let me go back here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right, where do you want me to go here? And here's all the stuff. Here's what I've been looking at: digital engagement group, search triggers. Here's the book. I don't know if you can see extreme ownership. There's your link. You're about to make $1 or whatever it is. Okay. Also, the book is available for those of you who use Audible. I noticed that this book is available at Audible. It's an audio book, which I really enjoy. So okay, you want me to go to?
I'm going to give you guys. This is my. Just go to jvzoo.com. I'm going to teach you guys a couple of important things here.
Okay, see it right away. I'm always going to Zoom. So far, I can't answer that server. Let me see here. Is it a dub?
Yeah.
Come on, man. There we go.
What I was doing these webinars in JVZoo a couple of years ago. I think 2015 is when I first launched this product. The webinars pulled in. One of the webinars we did was with a chap out of Australia, and he had, I think, 30 people on the webinar, and we pulled in 8,000 in sales in one webinar. Okay, so I'm not sure why your JVZoo is not. Can you click log in?
Yeah. Do you see it? Do you see the page though?
Yeah, I see the page. Yeah.
All right, I can't remember what my, there I am. Joe Talk. It's one of my brands, JoeTalkRadio.com. How about the what is I got some really interesting, like greatest networker in the world or something.
So friends, if you're watching this and you don't have a JVZoo account, I'm going to give you guys a link. Okay, so your account is partially restricted.
Agree to new vendor agreement.
That's agree to the new vendor agreement.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry this is so slow. I got great bandwidth, but I got so many windows open right now.
Okay. And then put that in there. I read and accept.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we are.
Okay. All right, so I want you to open up a new tab. And go to searchtriggers.com/JV. I want to put that in here.
Should be a T in there.
It was,
Sorry.
yeah, you need a T. Search triggers.
Sorry. Please forgive me.
Yeah, we'll cut that.
My friend Greg, he calls this fat fingering it.
Yeah.
He's bringing up should be in here. Please forgive me. It's hotter than, let's see, search. There's an R in there.
I put the link in the chat.
Okay.
And if you want to follow along with me, you can go and do that as well. Yeah, it's private. We don't actually, we're not even promoting this product. But after Peter gives his training, I'm going to do a full JVZoo training on how you can generate commissions with JVZoo with our own product. Okay.
There it is.
Yep. November 2nd is launch day. That's when I launched. Okay. There's a little video, a little introduction. I want you to go scroll down and click that big button. Click here to get your JVZoo affiliate link.
So this is something I'll be promoting in the Networking for Grownups in the future here.
Yeah, and I'm going to be training on how to do this. Okay, Search Triggers Plus. Okay, it pays 50% commissions, and it includes up to 8 upsells. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through. Okay, pay attention. Just go in there and say apply. I don't know why you have such bad graphics. It's crazy. Just put your name and say, hey, it's Joe, and then click request affiliate approval.
Okay. Let me move this.
Scroll down.
My graphics are bad?
Yeah, none of them are loading. I don't know why. It's your browser. I think it's because you're using
Safari.
Yeah, never use Safari. It's a junk browser.
Really?
Use Firefox.
I have Firefox.
Yeah, you should. Could you maybe close that down and load up Firefox?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to approve you.
Okay.
If any of you guys want to have an instant approval, I'll go ahead and approve it. Friends, this product, what we're going to do is we're going to deconstruct the product. We're going to create pricing that is current with your markets. We're going to have a mastermind group, and I'm going to teach you how we did the launch, what I learned from the launch. I'm going to share with you the actual ads that I used, the Facebook ads that I ran to get your stuff going, the markets that I ran, everything that you need to get this thing profitable for you. And then what you want to do is once people buy this product, it positions you as an expert. From there, you want to have them join your U-Economy business. I shared this in the leadership Skype the other day. I don't know if some of you were there or not, but let me share some of these principles with you. Why don't we stop sharing your screen and let's go back to it. There were some principles I was looking for. Okay, God, we're running out of time. I need to go back into training.
Yes.
Okay, so that was a little digression. That's what we're going to cover next week is JVZoo marketing. All right? Because I want you guys to start getting some money. Okay.
So Digital Wheaties.
You make $2,000. You should too.
So Digital Wheaties is going to turn into like a private little, because people who are coming from U-Economy today, they're not going to know what the hell we're talking about.
Well, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see.
Well, we can save that discussion for another hunk. Let's go back to the training that you're gonna bring. We're running behind schedule. We could go longer, No one says we have to stop at noon Pacific, but
Well, this is kind of like we're in the studio, we're recording, and you guys are witnesses. All right, let's change tactics. Let's go back to the language of love. All right?
Mhm.
Language of love is targeting women, okay? And this is something we set up last week with Susan. And I ran some additional tests on the ads, and we found that this video actually outperformed the other ones. So I'm just going to share this video for you and show you. Okay, it's an eye-catching, attention-grabbing video. Okay. So I'm going to go into the tactical element of this. I'm going to probably train for like 15 minutes, and then we'll have a little bit of time to go back into the strategies here. You want to pay attention and take notes because we're going to go into conversions, and this is advanced level stuff, okay? But I'm just going to start off with a countdown timer, so we're going to be really, really, really focused and positive with that. All right, who wants to learn how to do conversions? Who wants to learn how to do conversions? All right. People want to learn how to do conversions? Okay. All right. So you remember that moment when I tagged the truck? That's the conversion. All of that work, driving off the road, trying different things like that, that is all the work that you have to do before you get the conversion. Do you understand why I use that as an analogy? Does that make sense? Everything you need to know about digital marketing, you can understand from Dr. Dolittle and Jeopardy. Okay? And I'm going to distinguish that over and over and over and over again. Dr. Dolittle has a push me, pull you. It's the push me, pull you. I recommend see if you can obtain a copy and watch Dr. Dolittle, the movie, and how brilliant it is. And look at the scenes about the push me, pull you. They have to persuade one side of the push me, pull you to walk backwards while the other side is walking forwards. Okay? Push is PR and ads. Now, we haven't talked about PR, but that's a service that we provide. And that's a whole nother game. If you want to bring your game to a whole nother level, you want to play PR. PR, I think, is probably the most valuable investment you can make today because no one else is doing it. I'm talking mainstream media. Because Facebook and Craigslist have basically killed the print media, as soon as you get stuff in Entrepreneur Magazine or Inc. Magazine, and you establish yourself as a leader in that, that is going to be worth more for your business than anything else. It's credibility. Okay? Ads, same thing. But where does the money come in? It comes in from search and retargeting and conversions. Search, retargeting, and conversions. That's the pull. That's the pull. Okay? You've got to release the push long enough to pull. If you're pushing and pulling at the same time, you go nowhere. Got it? So search is what we teach in order to build conversions. And the tool, Search Triggers, that we created is a tool that you can monetize these conversions and start building revenue for yourself. Winning at search is like winning at Jeopardy. You want to be the answer to a question that people are asking. Okay? That's the key. Ask the questions that your audience is looking for. And so we built this strategy into the Living Funnels with these capture pages. Now I'm working on Facebook Instant Leads with Peter. This is going to be a funnel that we're going to be rolling out with the new Funnel 2.0 system. And many of you signed up to be beta testers. Just send an email to support@ufunnel.net. If you've already done so, check your email or send another one. Make sure you get that link that's automatically sent from Aweber There's a reason why we're using Aweber. I can explain that later. Aweber is actually, I'll say it right now. Aweber is very good for sending an email in order to get people to opt in. All I'm doing is when you send an email, that comes directly to me, but I also send a copy to my Aweber to get you on the reminder list. So you're going to get a one-time only email from Aweber that says, hey, Vic wants to add you to the uFunnel beta testing list. And so if you haven't already gotten the confirmation letter, make sure you get that confirmation letter and get on that list. And then the first thing we're going to be testing with that is this funnel, Facebook Instant Leads. And you'll have the access to this funnel to start using Facebook as a marketing vehicle, and Peter's training clips of it to help bring people into your Uconomy business. Is that cool or what? That's where all this tactics and strategies I'm teaching you is going to really hit home. Are you guys excited? Let me hear in the chat. I'm going to go through a quick review, okay? The first thing we did was brand awareness, okay? And then during the brand awareness phase, we focused on creating 7 ads, okay? These are my 7 ads that I had, okay? The winning ad that converted the best from the brand awareness phase, I brought into the engagement phase, okay? That's the second thing under the consideration, okay? Awareness, consideration, conversion, okay? Now notice, I don't run traffic ads. Does anyone want to take a question why I don't run traffic ads? Joe, do you want to chime in there why I never run a traffic ad?
Just did because you don't need to. You don't need to buy traffic because you're capable of generating high quality views using your strategy in Facebook.
Exactly.
Why buy traffic when you can get 10,000 likes for $100 and then you know what to do with those likes?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why.
And then every time I write a post, I have like 50, 60 people respond to it.
Yeah.
So why should I buy traffic when I already have traffic?
Well, it's high converting organic traffic. You're not paying for it. This is the push me pull me thing, right?
Exactly.
You're pulling people in, right?
And I think, Joe, you and I as marketers together will be better than me individually and you individually. That's called synergy. That's what my mentor Buckminster Fuller always used to talk about, was concept synergy, where 2 or more are gathered and they recognize that together they can do more than they can as individuals. Okay? And look at that. Now, this is what blew my mind. Today, this morning, when I got up, I was working on this slide deck to present to you guys today, and I had 10,144 likes. Okay? And then I went ahead and I started working on these conversion slides. And during the time I worked on these slides, they went up 1,000 likes because of just adding that button to the page. This right here is a friend of mine who actually taught me Facebook marketing. He and I are good friends. He's one of my avatars. His name is Scott. And I might bring Scott out here to teach us advanced tactical strategies. He pulls in on average $3,000 to $6,000 a day in sales. And what he sells are iPhone cases to women. That's it. iPhone cases to women that are iPhone users. He identifies a product, he identified a market, and he sells anywhere from 700 to 1,000 iPhone cases a day. That's his business. He's been doing it for, gosh, going on 2 or 3 years consistently. And he's working on his own Facebook training. And Scott was my ad manager at one point. And what's really interesting is, you remember how when I showed you in the tactical game, like I like gaming because I like to game and play this game with people who are on the same level with me. And so Scott and I were learning Facebook a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And Scott went into the product side of things and I went into the info product side of things, and we just had different things. I was focusing on selling my software and he was focusing on selling iPhone cases. Well, I quickly found that people want iPhone cases more than they want software that's incomprehensible and no one understands. So Scott is a great guy, but I learned a lot from Scott, and I continually keep learning stuff from Scott. And you want to hang out with master level marketers like that really they're in the trenches. But here's the thing. I have a lifestyle that I love. I do what I love. I don't have to respond to orders. I don't have people charging back my credit cards. I don't have to deal with inventory and hanging on to iPhone cases in my roof. And you know, he basically created himself a job. He loves his job, but my friends, it's not a cakewalk. I would take digital products over physical every day of the week. And so I love the freedom lifestyle, and I have a high value on that. So, but how many guys want to learn conversions? Okay, and I'm going to show you a campaign that Scott and I worked on. So conversions, okay, to go back to here, this is where it lives. You click create ad, it's going to create a new campaign, and you would click on this thing called conversions. Okay, you want to click on this thing called create split test. Okay, use this ad campaign to test ad strategies, and you want to say yes to that. Okay, then you want to click continue, and then you want to follow all the instructions that Facebook gives you. I'm going to be recording a live set of videos of my conversion campaign for all the 3 funnels that I'm currently working on. Okay, and I'm going to make that available to you inside of the product once it's ready. But we're not going to do that live because of privacy reasons. But I'm going to teach you the principles now so you can get started while that product is being created. You want to pretty much stick with the default settings. It's called a 7-day click conversion. And you want to leave it automatic and go with the bid amount. Okay, the next thing you're going to see is you're going to try to create your ad. You're going to try to create your ad, and then you're going to click, okay, I want to convert, and you want to convert into your UEconomy lead, but you're going to see that you're missing this thing called a kimono marketing or your lead pixel. Now, this is where I may lose some of you, so just bear with me. This stuff is complicated. However, it's actually really, really simple. Now, some of you already have lead pixels created. If you don't know what I'm talking about or you're not able to, you can use our search engine. Just pop on over to EarthGrid and do a search for Facebook pixel how-to or lead pixel or event pixel. There's plenty of other trainings in Facebook that's going to show you how to do that. And Joe, I'm going to set that up privately with you inside of your campaign. So don't worry about that. And if you guys need help with it, this is probably the part that many of you will probably choose to have us set this up for you rather than try to figure it out yourself. It's really your choice. I'm going to put that link in at the tail end. So I already have the lead pixel inside of my system, so I was actually able to place the ad. So how do you set up a pixel? Okay. You go into your ads manager, you click over on assets, and you click on pixels, and then you follow those instructions. Now, the new funnel that we're going to be beta testing will have the capability for you guys to put in your own lead conversion pixels. So let me explain the principle of it right now. Okay? The principle of it is you create a lead with 1 pixel that fires when people first see your landing page, your capture page on a mobile phone. And then another pixel, which is called the lead pixel, fires once they actually opt in. So in other words, they opt in, they give you just their email, but on this second screen, they've actually become a lead. Okay? That's what I'm going to be challenging you guys to do and to work on setting up. Now, I said that UFunnel 1.0 system does not have user-level pixel capabilities yet. We can do that with custom funnels, and we can do that with the 2.0 version in the beta that's coming out. You will be able to add your own pixel to your own page. But That's a whole nother training that we're going to be doing for our beta testers first, and then after that. But let me show you an example of a campaign that I ran. First thing we did is we built engagement. And this is for a mastermind channel that I'm going to be working on next, live for you, called the Success Mastermind. Success Mastermind is a mastermind group that I created. It's called the Success Mastermind Hangout. And I actually created it with my mentor, Alex Mendozian, who's going to be on at the top of the hour at 12 o'clock. I'm going to give you guys the link if you want to watch that hangout. I'm probably going to join it because we're going to wrap this video up. And take a look at these numbers. Once I had my campaign set up for $400 on my spend, I was able to produce a 900% ROI. I generated $5,000 in sales with about a $500 spend. How many people would like to learn how to do that? Okay. All right. So I'm going to put the link in there. Connect with us at Digital Engagement Group. I just set up additional times where you can book appointments with Craig, who is on our team, and he will help get you set up with wherever you're at with your business. I'm going to put that link in here right now, and let's get you set up with your campaigns. I'm going to stop my share here, Joe. Were you able to track some of that?
Absolutely. I was making notes on how to actually where to find the pixel, and I'll follow through. I know that you're going to do some work for me as part of this project, but I'm going to learn how to do it myself. You also said that we can go to the search engine and just put in there Facebook lead pixel how to, because I want to stress, I want to stress how important it is that every single one of us take advantage of this opportunity, because really this is learning how to do it. This isn't done for you marketing. We got the benefit of a guy who really knows what's going on, but I want to urge everybody to actually do this. As a matter of fact, my girlfriend's got a product. She's an internet marketer, and she has a really cool product, and I'm going to build her a Facebook fan page, and I'll report back to you. She's going to be my test case, okay? Because I shared with her a little bit about what you're doing here, because she has a nice group. She's got some goods. And I said, you got to get out into the world, and you have a 7-figure opportunity here for real. So she's going to be my test case to see how well I'm paying attention to you.
So you're going to be the tactical guy, right?
Right.
Okay. I'm teaching you tactical strategies, and she's going to be the content person.
Correct.
And so I want you to think about this, okay? Have one tactical person, have one content person. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Team up with someone. Team up with someone. You can have several content people. You only really need one tactical person. And our agency, we could be your tactical people. I'm teaching Craig. Craig's going to be doing tactics. Okay? He's a really quick study. And he's in New York. So what's really nice about that is you can book time with him before I make my time slots available. Okay? I'm closing my calendar down. I'm not taking any more appointments. All appointments from this point forward go to Craig because I'm too full. I have a client at 1 o'clock that we're working on their SEO campaign, and I've got to be on a webinar, probably on camera, in about 15 minutes. So let me see if I can give you guys the link where you can join Alex. Joe.
Yes.
What? We still got 15 people here. I want to make sure I addressed everyone's needs.
If anyone has a question, I see Dr. B. Dr. B, you have your hand in the air again. I don't know if that was inadvertently you put your hand up, but if anyone would like to ask a question to get a little bit deeper, you could post it into the chat. You can ask a question, or else if you're okay. Robert Bundy says Dr. B does have a question. So Dr. B, oh, maybe Dr. B did put his hand down. I don't see you there, Dr. B. Do I? Oh, there you are. All right, here we go. Dr. B, you're coming back up onto the platform. If anybody has a specific question about what we've covered here today, Dr. B, there you are. Let me unmute you. Hey there, Dr. B.
Like you said, I inadvertently hit the button. I'm sorry, Joe.
Mr. Inadvertent. That's no problem.
Okay, thanks.
That's no problem. I'm gonna send you back down into the talent pool.
Ray
here.
said, "Dude, I like
I
that."
know, dude. I get that. I know. I saw that, Ray. Let me elevate Ray. Ray, you got a shirt on? Ray? Let's see. Dude. There he is.
I'm in the dark.
It's all right.
I'm in the dark, but not anymore. You guys brought light to it. Yeah?
I'm wondering, is that metaphorically speaking or literal?
Yeah, no. Yeah, metaphorically speaking.
So
what's happening? This is heavy duty, man.
How about it, Ray? Ray, and I know that you've worked with some, there are people out there that are teaching this kind of stuff. And you know what, to me, it's kind of like, it's so foundational. And the other people who are selling stuff in this realm, they're making assumptions, right? They're like, they're going to, they're making assumptions that some stuff. They're not giving you the fundamentals.
Well, I was one of those guys that kind of ran around willy-nilly with some of this advertising because I just didn't understand it all. And really to target, one of the things you brought out, Victor, was the avatars. And I was talking to a guy and he's demographically, his income matches what I look for in a prospect. Somebody to prospect, actually.
Right.
And what ended up happening was, I was finding a lot of the lead generation that I was doing was really coming in. I don't know much about split testing, straight up. I don't know much about that. I know I need to know about that. And one of the things that I discovered in my avatar, actually through talking to a guy face-to-face, and he was open to looking at avenues of creating more income from home. And when I was I'm driving, I was like, holy cow, that's my avatar. This guy's 70, anywhere from 80,000 to over 100,000 a year. And, he's looking for other ways to create income. And I was like, I got my avatar. And I created my funnels to be able to bring people through. And they're really generic. It's a generic funnel, although I don't have a split testing way. I don't split test. I got one funnel. I got one capture page, And I've got people that have what you call that CPA, cost per action.
Cost per action, yeah.
So I don't really promote a main business, but more or less the idea of being free to do what you want, and then a contact form if you want me to contact you. And so I've had some results getting that cost per action to where people have filled out the form. I do ask them, hey, do you have money? Yes, no, maybe. Of course, the no's are put to the side. The maybes are like, hey, they maybe got money, right? Depending on what I could put them into, and really just kind of ask them, hey, where are you at? What kind of investment what kind of investment money do you have set aside to start your own business? So that way it helps me know exactly where to put them. As far as the split testing side, I don't use Facebook advertising yet to push to that funnel, but I kind of understand more now than I did before, as really wanting to get that engagement, that more attraction type of marketing than just, hey, come in, hey, $2,000, do you got it? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Which is some of the things that I'm learning here. So. Yeah, absolutely. This is really good stuff. I do have the page to order the book, but yeah, really good stuff. I did put in for your JVZoo product, and put that information in. So I knew I wanted to look for you in your JVZoo when you said you had JVZoo products. So I started digging. I was like, he's dug deep, man. He's playing that gamer stuff for real on this business side. So it was really, you were dug deeper than a sniper, bud.
Yeah.
So
Victor, this is a testimonial here.
Thank you.
You got some good footage here. You'll be able to cut this up and get yourself a dynamite testimonial from Ray. And Ray, you got a big following. I think you do. I follow you on Facebook, and you do some cool video stuff. And I'd like to work with you.
I do. I got more than I've. But I'll tell you what. My Facebook fan page. This was my question. Here's a question. Okay, so when you started talking about Facebook fan page, I put up my Facebook before I even knew you, or we were even in U Economy. and I put in, I made it as a public figure, and I think I kind of shot myself in the foot. I did do direct. I mean, I was direct about sharing my phone number, going to, you know, a message feed, a 24-hour message service that I can receive calls from, and I had a little introductory to myself and the business. But you know, as far as the fan, okay, so when you talk about fan pages versus public figure pages, when do you want to create a public figure page versus a fan page? I think I really did that wrong. So can you clear that up for me, or is that a question that maybe I should rephrase the question?
Well, that's actually a really good question.
Here, let me add to the question.
The challenge I have with the public figure pages, because a lot of times it's confusing to your personal page. Like, you can only have one personal page with 5,000 friends and an unlimited number of followers, okay? And you can actually engage those followers for free in Facebook in really clever ways. So I personally have not put up a page about myself, okay? I've always put up pages around niche audiences. One of the guys that taught me Facebook marketing was Chris Record. I don't know if you know Chris Record, but I was in his mastermind for a year, and I learned all of his stuff. And there was a point where, you know, John and I were also together in that mastermind, and like the whole room was silent, and I was sitting there in the front row, and Chris and I were just sort of bantering back and forth, and people going, I have no idea what these two are talking about. It's really cool. And then I just like learned all this stuff from Chris. But the big takeaway that I learned from Chris is that you want to build a fan page around an interest. Okay. That's converting much better. Like he was talking about, you know, the Walking Dead fan club. He had like 1 million likes on the Walking Dead fan club. And then he used that to promote the Late Empower Network and got like 200 people signing up to the business from the Walking Dead fan club. And I said, dude, there was not even any mention of Chris Record in that, right?
Right.
But I wanted to deconstruct that and understand the mechanism behind it. That's why I'm doing the Hat Man marketing thing, because I'm branding the Hat Man. I'm branding the dude that, you know, Jim.
I love it. I love it.
With his hat on, it stays on. You know, and then I want to have like a bunch of guys, you know, on Xboxes, and it's like, dude, you know, what I want to talk about is, dude, I just made $3,000, dude. Hey,
well,
and then we work on campaigns together in the middle of the night. You know, change your ad. Like, think about, while I was making the slide deck for today, all right, I had 1,000 likes just from adding a button to my page.
I thought that was awesome. That's huge, man.
I mean, you know, it went up like 20% after that. It was like, whoa. So imagine this, a bunch of us that are all working on our fan pages, we're hanging out online in our Xbox with our headsets on, you know, kind of going out there, jumping out of airplanes and flying trucks and driving, and we're doing all that, and we're learning as we're actually going in and tweaking our campaigns. And then we can say, hey, I just made $3,000. I made $4,000. I made $5,000. To me, it's a lot more fun than going to a bar and hanging out with people and say, hey, you know, let me show you my T-shirt right here. Museum of Sex, New York City.
Yeah. Hey, I'm married and I still like it, you know.
Exactly.
I still like it.
So it's, you know, bottom line, whether you like it or not, everything is sex or gaming. That's it. That's the only thing, you know. Entertainment is the only thing that people really want to buy. People want to buy an iPhone case. My friend makes $1 million a year selling iPhone cases to iPhone users, and he specifically targets women. And then he dates them. You know, that's what he does. So it's like, you know, it's like, what?
It was that easy?
Perfect business, right?
So another question real quick on content. So you created the Hat Man, okay? And on content, what's your formula for putting content in that page, building that content so you're having that engagement? Do you do that automatedly, or do you do that, you know, do you have a time, like do you have your DMO to do that on a weekly basis? What do you do? Because, I mean, it's all about when you have a fan page, right? You want to create that content so you're getting that engagement.
Yeah.
and how much time do you spend on putting content out to get that type of engagement that you're looking for? Or are you just running ads?
I didn't do any. In fact, that's my weakness. Is I typically delegate content to a content manager.
Okay.
At our agency, we have a millennial, right?
Right.
And he does all the content.
That's beautiful.
So when they hire our agency, that guy does all the content. We have an ad manager, woman. She's really, really good at content. She creates amazing content. She's really good at it. She uses Post Planner and she uses a bunch of other tools, and she queues up all the content for the day and then blasts it out and puts lots and lots of the content. I like doing the tactical stuff. So I would probably, to answer your question, team up with someone who likes making content.
Okay.
And have them stick to your schedule. Like Joe, okay? You and I, when we work on the networking for grown-ups together, we're going to keep each other accountable as accountability partners.
Listen, it's noon. It's noon here out on the West Coast. I know you got to be in another webinar.
No, I'm just putting it on my screen, and I'm just going to...
Okay, one of the things I want to...
Doing it pre-recorded or if he's live.
Unrelated to the discussion right now, but kind of, is would you please put into the chat room the link, your Amazon link? So I'm gonna buy an Xbox. I'm gonna take you up on this idea. I don't have an Xbox. I'm not a gamer, but I have to get into the game. So I'm gonna buy an Xbox.
We lost Joe forever. He's gonna be huddled up in a room with his Xbox controller.
And Rebecca's kids, they all got PS1. That must be like a millennial thing. Xbox is like for the older dudes, is what I'm thinking. But
well, I also have Forza, so let me see if I can get you an Xbox One.
Just drop the link in there.
Let me get you the one that I would buy.
Okay.
Okay.
So Ray, isn't this amazing? I know we've known each other now for quite a while, and the topic, the pursuit of the qualified lead. Yeah. This is what everybody in our industry, everybody wants to know. What about the leads? What about and this is the secret weapon right here. This is the stuff I've heard of this type of marketing. I met a guy, I mentioned him in the past. He makes a ton of money. He's a $500,000 a month guy. Okay. Literally. His ad buys are about $125,000 a month, all Facebook, top tier. He's selling seminars that start at $8,000, and this is how he's doing it. The guy lives in Hawaii. I mean, serious stuff. This is, and you know what? One of the things I said is, we have to actually do it though. It's one thing to sit here and listen, and most people, like when they buy the U brand, most of them will buy the U brand and really
when I started hearing these, when you start doing, and sometimes I can't make these. So Tony Smith, she's recording them and she lets me, so I get and sit and listen and kind of catch up on what she saw. And she's going to be pissed at me because I didn't get to record this for her because I didn't have enough space on my computer. But one of the things is Victor talked about, hey, why don't you go and share what you're learning? And that's exactly what we did. We did a Zoom that we put on YouTube, me, her, and Kenny, and we got to talk about what we've been learning. We called it Your Facebook Marketing Sucks. So we put this YouTube out and we talked about what we're learning here. And we didn't put any links to it, but we just wanted to kind of test it out and put it out there, see how many people actually see it, and and then kind of just use it from there. But this is one of the things that I know Tony and I talk extensively back and forth, and that's one of the things is I'm glad to have her as a partner with this, in this endeavor. But she, we content marketing more. I think I can hire my daughter. My daughter's, she's really good. 18 years old. She's really good at engagement on Facebook. So I might have to hire her, and that's probably going to be a bigger allowance amount at the end of the week. I hope I could get her at an allowance rate. Pretty slick, though. This is definitely. I want to add this. I actually had to put the brakes on my Facebook because I was like, holy cow, okay, I got to recreate, I got to reinvent some things. So my wife is actually at a Facebook seminar for 3 days this week which is really cool. And so, but this stuff is more weightier, I think, than a lot of seminar information, because you're actually doing you're actually showing the screen. It's kind of like an over-the-shoulder kind of mentorship that we're doing here, which is, man, I love it, man. Just because I do the economy, right? It's wonderful, man. What can you say?
So let me just throw something out at you. I have another slide I want to teach you guys tactics a little bit more. This is something I shared in the leadership group yesterday, and it's so important because I want you guys to get this piece of knowledge. Joe, I put the Xbox One S in there. There's only one left. That's the one I would get, the 1 terabyte edition with Forza Horizon 3, where you get to drive. Picture this. How many people would like to drive a Lamborghini SUV through the jungles of Australia? Okay, that's what you get to do, and we could do it together because I have that game.
Well, I think you need to open another
you don't
division.
kill anyone. You don't kill anyone.
You need to open another division called Earth Grid Games.
There's only one left, so I saw this one bundle because they're selling like crazy.
Well, it's in my shopping cart right now. And as they say, I don't play games. I'm serious about this stuff.
You're a gamer
and
now.
Boom, there it is. I've just placed my order.
Is that, here's the thing, my friends. Even the ladies out there, there's a game called Morrowind, and you can play that game, and you can actually dress up in fashion and put on different outfits. Guess what? You can make these avatars an expression of your inner creativity. You can shoot these videos and put them up on your site. If you do nothing more than use it as a tool, I'm going to give you the link for Morrowind. Okay.
Okay, there it is.
Morrowind.
It's purchased. It's on the way. I'll have it on Monday.
Make sure you get the cross-dressing game too.
So your wife is at a Facebook training?
She's at a Facebook seminar, which she went to. She was invited to Thursday today till Saturday, and then so she brought some stuff back, and I thought that it's good. It's a good foundational stuff. But boy, where we started here and went deep was really. I was like, man, if you're getting that here, what we're getting is really, we can combine some. And my wife is not a techie. I don't understand computer, funnels, I don't get it. But she's really getting it now, and she's like, wow, I didn't know you could do this, that, and the other thing. And I said, oh, if you only knew. I said, you got to meet Victor. Yeah. So I put the brakes on my own Facebook stuff. I want to recreate it. I actually going to probably delete my page and go into another one. And
well, don't delete it. Keep the page there.
Really?
Because
okay.
One of the things you'll find is that you want to rekindle other old pages. Like I have another one called Thin Places and Power Spots. And that I started when I was going to Ireland, and I wanted to sort of have all these castles and, monuments and monoliths and Paleolithic monoliths and stones and things like that. But I didn't really have a purpose in spending the couple $100 it takes to get a page traction. Okay. You pretty much want to say when you're a beginner, you want to spend about $200 getting some traction on your page, and then start putting content in it. What most people do is they try to get content, and then they get, and then that's why they have like one like on their page.
Okay.
They haven't narrowed their audience. And the thing is, it's going to cost you a lot. It'll cost you like $1,000, $2,000 to get 10,000 likes. Realistically, if you don't narrow your audience, that's what it's going to cost.
Right.
And that's how most people roll. They say, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to spend, Ryan Levesque, who did the launch last week. I don't know, did anyone buy that launch in the group? Did anyone join the Ask method? Did you hear about that?
No, didn't even hear about it.
The Ask method, $2,000 launch.
No.
Last week. He sold 2,000 units at $2,000. He does it every, twice a year. That's all he does. Just churns. Just keeps churning it.
I love it.
It's the same content over and over and over again. There's only one thing he teaches you. Okay? How do you identify your audience? That's all he does. He teaches you that. How do you do it? He suggests you get 3,000 people to fill out a survey and ask the question, what's your single greatest challenge? That's it.
Wow.
That's what I learned from it. So it's like a lot of these, they make it really complicated and they divide it up and stuff like that, and it's great. But they have an interesting strategy. Their strategy is to give you, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 hours of free training to get you really excited, and then he actually gives you the PDF, which is this amazing PDF, and then you're so overwhelmed by how much stuff that's there that you want to basically pay the $2,000 to go into his support group.
Wow.
So
the irony was, we bought the product last year, and I went through the product, and I learned more from his sales presentation than I did from when I actually bought the product. And what was inside the product. It was more detail, it was more stuff, but there was a moment where he says, oh, just send 3,000 people to, send 1,000 people to your capture page and don't try to sell them anything at all. And I said, well, I know people, if you looked at my leads, I was paying $2 a lead. Okay, that means I'm spending $2,000 and I don't sell anything at all? No. You know, but he says, hey, you're not playing with the big boys. We make $2 million in our launches, and how much have you made? Right? So
right.
I think the sweet spot is around $500. I think that's really the sweet spot. Just say, you know what, I'm going to blow this $500 on Facebook. I'm going to focus on getting my avatars together. I'm going to focus on getting maybe a video or something that's going to go trending inside of your wall. Get your 10,000 likes. You know, if you remember the steps, step 1, do your lift campaign. Step 2, do your like campaign. And step 3, do your conversion campaign. And if you guys need help with getting that set up properly, reach out, talk to us, and let's make a deal. You know
what I'm thinking here is, with all this discussion of launching and $2 million, that's where I want to be. That's where I want to play, in that neighborhood, right? And so
I would say do that 6 months from now.
Okay.
Economy, and that's where I'm going to be playing.
Well, with the U Economy, like U Economy's in pre-launch right now. Right? When U Economy launches, we could be primed to actually push, and if we commit, let's make a commitment to that $6,000 U brand product. And the unbelievable offer that's actually, if you do the math, it's way more than the value there is unheard of, because you're getting the $1,500 and the $3,000, which is $4,500, plus you don't have to qualify at those levels, so that's another $4,500. So yeah, it's $15,000 worth of value for $6,000. And what I'm thinking about is like what we saw last night. I thought last night the Zoom was epic. It was relaxed, and Peter was so on point. We put together a webinar and we launched that product, and we're committed to that level. I think that some of us here can, we can have a $60,000, a $600,000 day for real.
Absolutely. So this is a lot of people ask me, what do I promote day to day? This is what I promoted. I promote this every day. Every single day we promote this and only this product. And I put in that product in the link. And that is the product that sits at the end of our funnel. And that's available today. That's the product I launched in 2015. We still sell them every single day. We have people signing up every single day. We have companies that buy the product every single day. And my rule is, if you buy a year, then you get a one-on-one consultation with me. And you also get 4 hours of consultation with my junior apprentice, acolyte.
So hey, you guys, think of the value we're getting here right now. This is a $3,000 product. And and we're getting victory because we just take the time to come here.
Well, you want to see what this product looks like?
Sure.
All right. And this is what I would be doing with you guys in JVZoo, okay? Right now we have our own e-commerce platform. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
That's my friend and mentor, Alex Mendozian. Love you, Alex. If you want to reach out to Alex, you can actually go to marketingonline/Friday Live. Okay, that's where he is right now. He's talking. At the top of the hour, if he's live, he usually comes out and then I have a chance to come on and say a few words. And Alex and I have a training we did together inside of Search Triggers. Let me show you the product. Give me a second here. It's members.searchtrafficsecrets.com. Okay. This is my product, Search Traffic Secrets. It takes you step by step into all the secrets I've learned from SEO. Here's Meet the Father of Search Engine Optimization. This is music education. I actually sat down and did SEO for the man who invented SEO. Best practices of SEO in 2016. This product was created 2015, 2016. This is my friend Scott, where we're flying a drone. I'll actually show you this video. It's kind of cool. You're going to love this. So there I am. We're flying the drone around. And this is actually an ad. Okay, drone videos. Drone live videos, what Search Triggers tells you is the trending word in Google. So then we go into drone live camera, drone feed. Now you're going to watch. This is a kite surfer, and our drone is watching him. And watch this. Watch what happens. We go by kite surfing. So it finds the keyword kite surfing board is trending both in Google and Bing. So we focused on a blog post called Kite Surfing Drone Videos Live. And so you're combining these words into one blog post. Bam, you start getting organic traffic in Google. Now he waved at us. Now watch that. Kite surfing boards for sale or kite surfing boards start. And you can compare Google versus Bing ratings inside of Search Triggers.
Wow.
Okay. And then basically you put in your keyword and then it tells you what is popular around that keyword, both Google and Bing, and how much competition there is. So you have like a 30,000-foot view. Now watch this. We actually hit the kite and our drone almost went in the water. We managed to recover. And then we fly the drone back, and you're going to see us land here. So there's me and Scott. Pretty cool, huh?
That's
Very
awesome.
cool.
Scott, I think at one point he used Search Triggers and he sold $9,000 of drone products in one day, just from a keyword he did a YouTube video for.
Yeah, this is the neighborhood I want to live in.
And so here's 60 lessons. Okay, you can try Search Triggers for free. And this is a members only area. And so basically people get all of our tactical training from there. And then if you go to Search Triggers right in here,
You want to talk about economy? What you're talking about? You're talking about dudes in in short pants sitting on the beach, just learning how to point and click and making $9,000 in an afternoon and 400 grand on a weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he had a client that sold drone accessories.
Excellent.
I see.
So
looks like Super T is so excited. She's here twice. She's a late arrival. But
so let me just show you how it works. Any phrase at all, Ray? What's a passion of yours? Like, we talk about interests, okay? This is why I do it's so important. Let's talk about Facebook, okay? We go in here and we go into Facebook, okay? What would be an interest that you want to focus on?
Marvel movies, superhero
Marvel?
movies. Yeah.
Okay, so we hit the magic button. Now this is my baby. I invented search triggers. I wrote the first version in 2012, and then we just keep reinvesting the money back into building better versions. And so now you can see Marvel Movies 2017, Marvel Movies in order. And if I click on it, I can open up right inside of Facebook, and I can see that here's a Facebook fan page.
There we go.
Actually called Marvel Movies. And see, look at how many likes there are. There's 595 likes. Okay, then I'm going to go into Infinite Danger Room. Let's try Marvel Movies on Netflix. Marvel Movies coming out. Marvel's fan page right here. Okay.
Yeah, I created a Marvel fan
26
page.
million likes.
There you go.
Okay, now we're talking. Okay. Now, wouldn't it make sense that you create an audience of people who like Marvel,
right?
Okay, like network marketing, and have incomes over $100,000? Do you think those people would be qualified to join your business, and could you relate to them?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I love it, man. I love it, man. This is exactly okay. So this is answering my question, really. What kind of
Okay, so now let's see Marvel movies coming out. Let's say I want to see what's going on Pinterest or Twitter. Let's go into Twitter. Okay, this is my favorite thing. We go to Marvel Life. Let me see how many followers this guy has. No, he's only got 9 followers, but yet he's showing up #1 in search. That's crazy. Under Marvel movies coming out. Marvel movies in order. Let's try that one on. Let's try Facebook. Actually, no, let's just try YouTube. All the Marvel movies in 7 minutes. All right, so here we go. 629,000 views. A buddy of mine created a tool that, you saw that ad that came on before that?
Yeah.
You see this ad that's right here?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if I could help you design an ad like this and target someone else's video so that your ad shows up exactly before that video?
Get out.
Yeah, a buddy of mine made that tool. And I could bring him on.
Get out.
Yeah, as soon as we get more numbers in here, I might bring him on to one of these events. This is crazy conversions. This guy is just
okay. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again, dude.
All right. So I'm trying to balance philanthropism with narcissism. Okay. And the balance is, I want everyone to go and purchase search triggers at whatever level for a year. Okay. Just go there. I'm going to give you the page. If you can only spend $10, then do that. If you can do the full version and get the elite version, to show you one of the elite. A lot of people ask me, why do you have the elite version? Let me see if I can have the one. Like we were doing, Bob and I are doing a campaign on paprika and abundance. Let me show you the advanced view. Okay, it shows you how many pages, how much traffic showed up under that page, what I could buy it for, what I should bid for. How many people want to have 2 cent clicks on abundance?
Wow.
Okay, that's the kind of deep dive data that we have in here. And then the percentage of mobile devices and traffic and tablets that are inside of here. So you can see that people who are searching for abundance are looking mostly under computers, okay, not their smartphones. That's important information if you're a content writer. Keywords.
Peter Wolfing is contacting me right now. Well, actually, Peter's posting up in one of our leadership groups here, and I just mentioned that we're into 3 hours with Victor. And I said, this is like amazing brand stuff, get ready. And Peter says, "What's the link?" Maybe we'll get him in here for a minute to.
I haven't even shown Peter search triggers yet. Search triggers is my baby. You know how we have these babies and we sometimes don't want anyone to see them?
Yes. We'll see. He may show up. I just sent him the link to Digital Wheaties.
And my wife's texting me saying, I'm learning GIFs, stickers and GIFs and how to use them. I'm thinking, oh, baby, we're gonna put our heads together here, you know? This is great. So the search...
I told everyone they get a free Search Triggers account.
Definitely.
Okay, so this is this free Search Triggers account. Okay. And then if you want to upgrade, just click subscribe, and then you can pick any of these versions. The WordPress hosting version, the elite version, and then there's a discount code, and if you want the discount code, you'll have to read my ebook, and the discount code is right here inside of the Get Known, Get Found ebook if you opted in here. Oh, there's the password. It says it right there. Dandelion, that's the discount code. But if you do use the discount code, then you don't get the one-on-one with me, but you do get the full everything else. So that's the difference between the two. And I'm not really a sales guy, so I would rather, Joe, let's put a webinar together and let's send it to your list and have some commissions show up so that you make some money. We'll split it like a third, and a third.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good?
Okay, sounds good. Peter, yes, it does sound good. Thank you very much. Let's do it.
And then we could do the same with Peter after he teaches the JV Zoo training next week.
He's trying to get in here right now, but it won't let him in because he's got a, he's looking for some other link. Let me see if I can find it, a panelist link. I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know that he's ever been here before. Let me see if I can open up something here.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to teach you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is so critical. I keep emphasizing this over and over and over again. Every funnel must address all three audiences: skippers, divers, and dippers. Okay? The still image is what's going to engage the skimmers. So if you don't have a good still image on your videos, you're not going to get the skimmers because they're just clicking through. Okay? Same thing goes with your Facebook ads. If you don't pick the right engaging, when you upload your video to Facebook on your ad manager, it gives you 10 choices. You can't change those. Pick the one that's the most engaging and split test them. You can actually make copies and just try different still images. Most people on Facebook are skimmers. Picture that they're going through their phone and they're trying to see something that catches their interest. Okay? Dippers, you got to get their attention in 8 seconds. Okay? If you don't get their attention in 8 seconds, they're out of there. Divers don't care about the video. They're not going to read it. They're going to read the privacy policy. They're going to look at the stuff at the bottom, and they're going to click on the join link, and they're going to Google the company. That's what's going to happen to the divers, and they're the people who will actually spend big dollars. And if you try to pitch your product to divers, they're going to walk away. They're not even going to bother. Don't even try to sell to them. Just find a way. The conversation to have a diver like me is say, hey, I've got this product. It costs $6,000. I say, okay, what's the conversion rate? I say, oh, I don't have the numbers. Gone. When you run a test campaign, how many leads did you get? What was the conversion rate on your campaign? If you don't have those numbers, they're gone. If you say, how many have you sold? They say, well, I've sold like 3. Who did you sell them to? I always sold them to friends and family and people who are on my team. They're gone. That's a diver. So you got to have all those questions ready for when the divers show up. Eric Worre is like a diver. Okay. You got to be ready for those guys. When they show up, you want them to join your business, but you're not ready. What are you going to teach them? What value are you going to add to their business? Come on. I mean, they make more money than you. Why would they want to join you? You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
But if you can show them, hey, you know what, Eric? I noticed one of your campaigns isn't converting quite well. What do you say we just tweak this one thing here with something that I've taught you? And all of a sudden, Eric Worre gets a 20% increase on his conversions because of an idea you gave him for free. Would he join your business then? See what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I teach tactics. All right. So there are 3 types of funnels, and I'm telling you that why? Because This is what Peter's going to be teaching Wednesday next week. Okay, I'm so excited about this. Okay, can Peter come on, or is he still not able to come on?
I'm not able to get him up, and I don't understand. It's not letting him in. I took the direct link. It says he gets a thing that says failed. It says if you were invited as a panelist, please join the webinar from the link in your email invitation. You know.
All right.
He didn't pay.
3 types of funnels, and this is a direct copy paste from one of the most engaging conversations we had in our leadership group. Number 1, the break-even funnel. Okay, take notes. The break-even funnel. The purpose of this funnel. I'm actually gonna stop sharing because I want to get this on camera. Okay.
We're at 12:30 right now. You are running out of time.
I know, but I want to speak to you guys. Okay, I want to speak to you. I want to connect with you. You need 3 funnels. 3 funnels. First funnel, break-even funnel. The purpose of this funnel is to have some kind of offer on the back end that will recoup your ad spend. It could be an ebook or some product inside of the U Marketplace. Don't wait for technology. Start thinking about what that could be. You want to build a buyer's list. People who bought something of yours that is unique to you. For example, we have a $9.99 ebook called SEO for Authors and a $20 $19.95 ebook SEO for Small Business. If you don't have the product yourself, go and get one from someone who has the product. Okay? And we have products at all of these points in JVZoo right now, and I'm going to work on a training in JVZoo that's going to be part of the U brand. Friends, before you make your own product, help promote other people's products. I placed on the leaderboard in Chris Records' launch of his Facebook training, I placed in the top 10. That catapulted my business to a whole new level. Why did I do that? Well, because I was launching my product in November. I became on the leaderboard in the summer. Okay? I promoted and had leadership in promoting someone else's product before I launched my own product. Very, very important lesson. So if you guys are not having results and not making money, you're thinking a little bit too short term. You're thinking, I want to have U Economy be my tripwire rather than my big ticket thing at the end. Okay? You want to have these tripwire sales. It's called a tripwire. Okay? It's something that's a low ticket offer. And you can go to any product inside of JVZoo and do that. You can also do my product search triggers inside of JVZoo. Search traffic secrets or this ebook. Okay? Number 2 is the primary offer funnel. Okay? A small mini course or something that yields a profit. In this case, it would be maybe asking people to join UCrew for $50. That's going to be your profit center. But think about this. If you have a product that comes in before you ask for that $50 a month commitment, you can only sell that to people who have made that one-time purchase from you for like $10 or even a $1 ebook. They got plenty of copywriting ebooks all over JVZoo. I'm going to be showing you some of the things I've had success next week inside of JVZoo. We're going to go deep into JVZoo. Webinar funnel, leading people to introducing yourself to your team. Typically, this involves sending your customers to a webinar. Don't let your leads dry up. My friends, we have 37% of the people who've gone into your funnels have loaded their user, they've put in their name and their phone number into their back office. How many of you have called those people and said, hey, I'm your sponsor, you opted in, how can I help you? Not how can I sell you U Economy? How can I help you? What do you need help with? Where are you struggling? What is your single greatest challenge? Where are you having some tough times right now that I could possibly be of service for you? Terry, who was on earlier today, I saw he had a problem. His computer had too much spyware and adware. He couldn't even run. I gave him a link to a software product that I use. Boom, it cleared up his computer. Next time we were able to do a live hangout, he was able to have his camera with video because his computer had some garbage inside of it. So we cleaned that out. Did I charge him my $300 an hour consulting fee for that? No. Did I charge him a $600 an hour? Bob and I coming into your business fee? No, I did not. I just gave it to them. So start thinking about ways that you could just give to people without needing anything in return. And have you also noticed that there's always these things showing up over and over and again in threes? There's a reason why it works. So once again, number one, your break-even funnel, something, could be anything. I recommend selling, why don't you just sell SEO from authors, SEO for authors package. It also has a recurring revenue on the back end, okay? Primary offer funnel, mastermind group, $97 a month, 50, and then maybe a $59.95 Crew membership. Webinar funnel, bring people to a webinar with your team. Have your team all there, show how much money they've made, and have them feel like hey, this is my family. These are people I want to go to. This is what the alliance looks like. These are our values. Joe, you know what that's like. Don't let your leads dry up. Call them, help them. Don't ask for the sale. Call them, help them. Don't ask for the sale. Call them, help them. Don't ask for the sale. Do that 3 times. Then invite them to a free webinar. Okay, that's going to put money in your pocket beyond your wildest dreams because of the law of fair exchange. The universe hates imbalance. If you keep giving to people, eventually you have to have some fair exchange. So money has to change hands. Okay, money has to change hands. Something I learned from Deepak Chopra when I interviewed him, I think about a dozen times during my stint at MSN. People bought the transcript of the event out of gratitude for what they had received, not because they wanted to be a member. They purchased because of gratitude. So those are my final words here today.
Well, thank you very much. I'm going to let there are people who are now trying to get in for whatever reason they're unable to attend this. This has been exciting for real. It's been 2.5 hours. We've spent some time here together. One thing I will say is I'm imploring you guys to really take this stuff to heart and to put it into place. Now, this will not be available for replay. So if you get here, too bad. If you didn't get to see it from the beginning, there is a benefit to attending live. What do you think? When do you want? We will come back again on Wednesday, and maybe we can talk about the time. We do own the brand.
I like the rhythm.
All right.
Let's keep it going, but I want to focus on JVZoo next week.
All right, Wednesday we'll be back at same time. We're going to be back here Wednesday at digitalwheaties.com. It's open, okay. Right? You can invite anybody you want here, but we will do just a brief recap of what we've covered. And we're a dozen hours in here, at least 10 hours since we started. So people who are showing up here may not really understand what's going on, but we'll be at Digital Wheaties at 1 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday.
Okay, so I'm going to show you the tripwire, okay? Number one, this is the tripwire offer, is this link, okay? I keep typing it wrong, sorry. My autofill is filling in the wrong spelling. Okay, if you're serious, you're gonna do this and just buy the book. Just fill out the form and make that purchase. I'm gonna actually, I don't know why that's there. Can you delete something from the chat, Joe?
I think so.
Okay. Tripwire offer. This
well, it's there. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, that's the correct link.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
so then the business continuity offer, which also gets into our mastermind. I'm going to show you what that is. And friends, just use this as a model, okay? And I will make these recordings available to anyone who takes us up on the continuity offer.
I'll be right back.
You'll get it before everyone else does. Let me give you that. Okay, this is the
Hey, Victor, I'm on Chrome, but it's not going through. Is it because I'm on Chrome?
probably, yeah.
Give me, okay.
we have to figure out why that's not working. Okay, so let me share my screen and I'll show you what's there. I got to practice my salesmanship. And all right, so that's the continuity offer, okay? The continuity offer has monthly packages and annual packages. Basically, the way it works is the author package is $29 a month, business is $99 a month, the elite is $299 a month, okay? But if you purchase the annual package, it drops it $250 per month, billed annually, versus $83 versus $25. And if you put in the discount code, it gives you 50% off. And you still get the one-on-one with me. So that's the offer, okay? Now, if you want to do the monthly continuity package, that's right here at the business, and you just click sign up now, and then that's there. And I'm going to show you what that gives you. We have a private Facebook group that I'm creating, and the replays of these trainings and others are going to be posted inside of this private group. It's called Search Traffic Academy. Search Traffic Academy. All of the videos I did from 2015, you also have access to all of those, all of the videos, all of the trainings. I think there's 70 or 80 videos right in there. And then there's all this stuff right in here. Welcome to the group. Bob is inside the group, so you can actually have a one-on-one dialogue with the man who invented search engine optimization himself. All of this it's a closed group. So if you want to join that group, you want to go ahead and take advantage of the monthly continuity product. So if you would like to have us do a webinar with you like this, purchase the product first, contact me directly on Skype or call my team. You can contact my team. I'm going to put the link in again. If you need help with your campaigns, click book us. Normally, Joe, you're here?
I'm back, yes.
Yeah, when I do a training and we do it to your list or to another list or things like that, I don't do this portion. You would be doing this portion because that's really the job of the host, okay? So I'm going to actually ask you to do that so we get it on footage here. But I'm just going to go in here and put the links in. And we put the links inside the chat. And we're going to put in here. Oh, someone said, what is a continuity offer? It's basically $97 a month. In other words, you're paying something monthly to keep the continuity going, okay? Okay, Ryan, who I was saying before, he has the same model. $10, you get his book in the mail, you get his book. Then $97 a month gets you into his Facebook group, and then $2,000, you get his product. I'm saying I'm going to give you the $2,000 product free. Just go into the continuity program for $97 a month. And if you go in to the full package, which I'm going to give you that link again, you just go to search triggers and you click over here and you click on annual packages and then you click sign up now. That page right there, it's $3,000. Obviously, I can't do it because I'm already signed in as an admin. If you because you guys are here at the end, if you put in Dandelion and you apply the discount, it cuts the price down to half. So it's only $1,500. And that's going to get you direct access to me with a one-on-one consultation and 4 hours with my assistant to make sure we set up your Facebook, we set up your SEO, we look at your blog. We're going to have 1 hour with me, so get ready to be able to do that, okay? Is that a good deal or what, Joe?
It is an excellent deal. It's 50% off, and for those of you that have hung here this long, I would.
And if I gave you a $500 commission for promoting this, would you promote that?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So how many people do you need to sell this to break even? 3. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's fair exchange.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Robert Bundy says, okay, great deal.
All right.
All right.
So Joe, just for the camera, I'm going to stop my share. Can we just get a little soundbite of you repeating the offer that I just gave, and let's put your microphone behind you so we get a soundbite. I'm going to put this into my funnel.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just do it. Let me plus you. Can you put the camera on me for a minute? Is the camera on me?
Yeah. Well, the camera's on. We're recording right now. Absolutely.
Okay, good. 3, 2, 1. Hello there. I'm Victor Grant, and I hope you've learned something from this training. I want to introduce you to Joe, my partner and host, who will be helping you get started with the next stage of your business. And he has a very important offer that he will be making for you.
Thank you very much, Victor. And I want to thank you for the content. This has really been mind expanding, that's for sure. And for those of you who are still with us at this point, if you take a look, it's a $3,000 offer. The product that we're talking about here is normally $3,000. However, because you're here with us right now, we're going to give you a one-time offer. We're going to cut the price in half, and we're going to make this available to you for $1,500. Additionally, we're going to give you resale rights. So if you go out there and you begin promoting this to your list, we will pay you $500 per enrollment. So if you take a larger look at it, you're talking about make 3 sales and yours is free. Everything north of that, you can make some serious money. And I really, really do believe that you understand the value in this opportunity. This is second to none. Victor Grant and his team are world class. They've experienced world class results. So if you want to get on the fast track to really understanding how this stuff works and have the personal, we're talking about somebody taking you by the hand and personally engaging with you, then go ahead, get the offer done right now, and we'll see you on our next event.
That was great.
I couldn't remember what the what the code was, but we can maybe just fill in the code on the.
Well, we put the code in the chat.
Right.
But let's do it again.
Oh, really?
Put that behind there. Now, friends, do you understand why I've been creating this? Okay, let me put it this way. What if all the videos of these 10 hours, plus the hundreds of hours of trainings that I've given over the past 5 years, you could use as a lead magnet to start bringing people ultimately into your U-Economy business? Do you understand what we're working on here? We're building the funnel that is going to attract the type of people that are going to spend $6,000, $8,000, $10,000 because you've helped them generate that money through your service to them. Okay? Think about that. Think about that. Joe, you're ready. Let's go again. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, I want to thank you guys for taking the time that you have spent here with us today. I'm sure that you will agree with me that this has been mind expanding. But we have a one-time offer that I'm sure you're going to want to take advantage of. As you know, this information is worth $3,000. Victor and his team have been making this information available for a long time at the price of $3,000. But because you are here right now and you have taken the time, we're going to give you a one-time opportunity to take advantage of a 50% discount. If you act right now, you can get your hands on this product for $1,500. Additionally, you will have resale rights to this product. If you go out there and you move 3 of these units, you'll be getting your stuff for free because we're going to pay you $500 for every sale that you make through the affiliate link. $500 per sale. Make 3 and yours is free. And I'm sure that you'll understand, I'm sure you'll agree with me that Victor and his team are truly world class. They've been playing at a world class level for many, many years. The people that they've worked with, their students, are some of the best known in the world of internet marketing. So take advantage of this one-time opportunity, get your hands on the course material, and get busy as one of our affiliates and start generating $500 per sale every single time somebody says yes to you. Thanks for watching us today, and we're going to be back very soon.
That was good. What did you think of that audience? How did that come across? Did that feel genuine?
Good. That's
that
it.
was stellar. That was stellar.
Excellent. Thank you, Javier. No script. No script.
That's what I was kind of amazed by. I was like, golly, you could just turn this guy on.
Well, no. I mean, friends, what you want to do is you want to take these 3-hour trainings and you take like the 5-minute snip, right? And then you splice it together. Like you even saw the Scott video that I did with a drone. I had this little thing turning it around. I just cut out the parts that were kind of boring. The original video was 5 minutes, but I cut it down to like a minute. And so that's what you want to be doing. And we're going to make these available as a bonus. Every person that jumps on this, let's say within the next week or so, we're going to turn this into an evergreen webinar and create a funnel out of it. It's going to be automated, and you're going to be able to generate now money, not money in the future, but money now. Okay. And then if you can, there's two ways to approach it. You can go with the dreamers and try to sell them the dream and they do nothing. Or you can try to sell to the tactical strategists, help them produce their first result, make them a believer in Ueconomy, the way I've been teaching you here. Like I'm working on a campaign with Joe right now, okay? I want to work on a campaign with you. So is it worth it to work on a campaign with me and then use that campaign and the success from that campaign for your Ueconomy business to help you promote all these different tiers that cause you to succeed in helping your team generate that critical tripwire sale up to the continuity, 97 a month recurring revenue? You have a product here. And as an additional bonus, anyone who jumps on this, like I said it earlier, you're going to get a personal one-on-one with me, and you're also and we're, let me say it, you're going to receive a personal one-on-one consultation with me with Facebook, making sure your Facebook is set up properly. And then my colleague, Craig, will go in and give you up to 3 or 4 hours of time to make sure that you're able to execute on everything. And I'm going to go into your Facebook account and set it up with those pixels and the conversions and all that stuff that you know, that people are saying, God, it's over my head. It's not that hard. Once you actually have it set up for you, it's a hell of a lot easier to maintain it. Okay? And that's the special bonus only for people who are here today.
And how long is that consultation?
1 hour.
A 1 hour consultation with Victor Grant. Because I can add that in there, right? Watch this. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, listen, I forgot to mention, in addition to all of the cool bonuses and all of the stuff you've learned about here today, you will have the ability to spend 1 hour of just uninterrupted time with Victor Grant. Victor is the guy who's responsible for this thing. He is the guy with the plan, and he will work with you personally, one-on-one. He will give you 60 minutes of his undivided attention to help you develop your plan, create your page, and get you into profit like now.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so let's sell a dozen of these over the next week, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay.
That's $6,000.
There you go. Simple, huh?
Yeah. All right, let's roll, man. It's 8 minutes to the hour. I know you've got a client. I've been on the radio or on TV since 7 o'clock this morning, straight. Right? This is the coffee I put down 3 hours ago. It's been empty. So I want to thank everybody for being here. We'll get you some follow-up, and we're going to be back together. Well, you're all members of the Ueconomy. We're going to see you Monday at 12 noon Eastern. We got some other Zoom stuff coming up, but this team will reconvene Wednesday at digitalwheaties.com, and that's going to take place at 1 p.m. Eastern. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Guys.
Talk to you guys soon.
Victor. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
You guys are welcome. See ya.